Warning: this show contains content and language some may find offensive. It is intended for mature audiences only. If you are easily offended, do not like to hear explicit language, or just have a whack and horrible sense of humor, you should probably stop watching right now. If you are still here, it means you are awesome and want to have a good time with us. If that's the case, we salute you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, where is it? Why haven't they found it?
Veruca, sweetheart, I'm not a magician. Give me time.
I want it now. What's the matter with those twats down there?
Yeah, I knew. Yo, when I seen it, I knew exactly what was gonna happen. I called the whole shit. Did I? Oh yeah. You seen that? No, I'm about to though. Yeah, whatever.
You pours me the old one? This guy. I might as well have drank the can. Yo, I love you.
This
guy.
guy.
We can't. That's the name.
Yeah, this guy.
We smoked off each other for 1,000 years. So that's good enough.
That's good enough.
You got a valid point, Lee, right? If I'm going to try out.
Welcome.
I did, and you just didn't care about me long enough.
I didn't even think
Did he just use the same cup?
No. I mean, I would have just said, fuck it.
Yeah. It's got some alcohol. It's got to kill something in there. What's good, y'all?
It's not even the germ part. It's like I'm just thinking about the slobber, like the actual slobber.
Yeah, I don't relate.
What do you think about? You think about the germs, or you think about like that?
I mean, I would only think about it in the germs manner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, if like I'm dying of thirst, I know I'm gonna fucking drink your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not even gonna be any hesitation.
But then again, we've drank off the bottle behind each other. I can't think of like off the top of my head a specific time, but I know
when you're drunk,
when you're
drunk though, like your last thing you're thinking about is that you just
yeah.
See, my point was
speaking,
alcohol
try not
kills
to-
germs for me. That's why it didn't bother me, or doesn't bother me.
Well, a lot of other things don't. What's good? Just just me and Frank show. How y'all doing?
what's going on?
What up, dog? That shit is
We're
fire,
back.
isn't it?
We're back for
Right,
another
it's
week.
sad, it's good.
Is it? Yeah. I'm out. Whatever.
Out of what?
What else?
This is all I got. So.
I feel bad.
So. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, I had the Heinekens in there.
Woo!
I really don't even.
These are Ric
It
Flairs?
really is. Woo!
So I fuck with Wolf Daddy and Company. Yeah, it's one of my favorite beers.
That's the first one that
Pope
that
Daddy?
missed for me. Is that one
Probably
right
the
there?
one beer.
That one's just too strong.
Pope
Too beer
Daddy?
tasting.
I'm gonna. We'll see how the night goes.
Pope Daddy.
I might want to interview. So, what's good, everybody, man? We missed a little bit of time.
A little bit.
I'll like all that. I was a single man the last time I was on the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually,
You are what?
I was a
got
single
married.
man
Not like really. but
legally.
not one of those. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I know. That's why I was like, "Yo, Legacy's definitely coming. He got to talk about the wedding." And
Yo, he
nope,
hasn't-
that nigga
yeah.
said, "I'm a husband now, I'm staying home." I told Justin, I was like, "We are never gonna see Leg now. Like, this nigga's a whole husband,
A whole husband.
a whole
A
husband."
whole
And it's
entire-
one of those things where now we don't have the right to complain. You know what I mean? Like before, when you're just like not married, you could be like, "Yo, nigga, get out." But now you're married, it's like,
Yeah. You're married.
The wife is
It's all ball and chain. You know?
or that's subjective, but you know.
No, I mean honestly, like
Look at him. He's comfortable.
I forget I forget to be like, yo, my wife. It's my woman. It's always been my woman.
Yeah.
Like, as far as we're concerned, the only thing that really changed is legally.
Yeah.
And can I tell you how much trouble she's having legally changing her name, all the different hoops she has to jump through to do this shit?
On all the different shit.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like,
You
she
would think
still
it-
hasn't changed it on all platforms as of today. She's still going through the motions.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember, like, seeing people get married and then, like, on Facebook, like, a month or two later, I'd see them finally change the name or whatever, and I'm like, fuck took y'all so long?
Yeah.
Like, now I understand. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't that they purposely took forever. It's shit takes forever.
Realities.
Yeah.
Work.
But yeah, it was fun.
It was.
We had fun.
Yeah. It was a good time, though, I will say.
Yeah.
From what
You
I
guys
can
had
remember.
me all teary-eyed. I'm like, wow, that's dope. And I think the best part of that for me personally was because the vows are kind of like a perspective thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And obviously, you did yours more conceptually.
Mm-hmm.
Yours was more of a concept or a scheme. So to speak.
That's just how I express myself.
What was your
You know
saying?
what I mean? Like, I don't know how to do it any other way.
But now you're standing.
You've always stood beside me. Now you stand in front of me.
Mm.
You know
Yeah,
what I
that
mean?
was
Like,
fly shit. And then hearing her person, because it's one thing. Like one, you told me how you guys found each other, but just hearing it from her, how she seen you, and then it growing into that, and then that shit was dope.
That's why when we first were talking about like what we were gonna do, I was like, I want to do our own vows. Like, as nerve wracking as
people
it's gonna
grab
be,
other people's?
No, people do the classic, like, you know, sickness and health, death do us part, blah 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 blah. I was like, I don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
Like, I
feel you.
this is personal. You know what I mean? Like, I want to tell you how I feel, and I want you to tell me how you feel. Like, I want to make promises to each other, not just some same shit that
That's
everyone
just
else
not.
does.
Was it hard for you to not like cry in the middle of like doing it? Not
Yo,
this guy.
Crazy. Yo, surprisingly enough, I did actually get to that point writing them, but not saying them. It was
lucky
weird,
as
like-
fuck, because I feel like I don't think I could get through the.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I think I'd be saying it, and like
You'd
you hear
faint.
like
But he would go,
Oh, oh, damn. Nah.
as long as you don't slide down the wall, we're good.
Yo, I said that to somebody at my job. They immediately knew what I was talking about. I was like, yo, you probably slide down the wall. He said, you talking about like, I'm like, he was like, no fucking way. I was like, yeah, you do.
Yo, he might be onto some shit.
Yeah,
there.
it's crazy when you catch somebody with that, though.
Yeah.
They don't know how to react.
Sliding down the wall. The way they ran to his defense, though, killed me. You know what I mean? Like, he's not doing that. Like, it's like, yo, I'm asking him. Like, he didn't even, like, all the words didn't even get to his brain
You
yet.
ain't gonna do a slide down the wall.
Yeah. Choopy and Cristal, they were like, hell, mind you, Cristal is like on Choopy's back.
Mhm.
She's like on he's like piggybacking her or some shit, and she's like, that's not happening. Like, I'm like,
Yo, so
I would have died if I was there, yo. Like, I probably would have died.
it was
would've
Erica's idea.
I would have fell over.
She said, make sure he slides down the wall.
Yeah, I would have laughed
Yo, you gotta
so
slide down the
hard.
wall. Remember, Erica's
Yo, imagine if you were there and you seen that. I would have laughed so fucking hard. When you said, not him, I would my heart would have broke from laughter, yo.
That's
Yo,
the
so-
moment when I realized, like, there's like people who are actually too tough for certain
I would have
things.
acted it out the whole nine. Just
So this morning on the radio,
Mhm.
I hear that, you know how 50 Cent does his tycoon yearly thing, the tycoon gathering, he calls tycoon something.
I didn't know that.
Basically,
Who does it?
they get together and floss and just flex for a weekend. Everybody, they drive around, they race in big cars, and they just
Didn't even
flex.
know.
Yeah,
Okay.
50. It's invitation only. 50 invites certain people and shit. I guess
That must
last
not be a
year.
long list.
I guess last year, Trey Songz crashed the Wraith.
And these Wraith are his own.
He didn't elaborate. And this year, he was trying to beef with Tank, the fighter Tank.
Trey was?
Yeah. So 50's like, yo, you're banned forever. You're for being too gangster.
to who?
Like,
No,
to
Trey-
Trey Songz.
Yeah, Trey is not.
That's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
But they were talking about it in the morning. They're like, yo, did he not realize who he was about to be? Heck, Tank was like, yo, we can go in that room and fight, but there's the only thing that's going to be heard is
I don't
you
think
screaming
Tank,
for your
I'm
friends.
gonna be honest with you. I don't think Tank's beating Trey.
You're bugging.
I swear to you.
You're bugging. He's undefeated.
Who's under Tank?
Yes.
Abbott? Because you're not talking about him. You talking about the singer
Tank
Tank?
Abbott's
No.
definitely defeated.
Talking about the fighter, not the
who?
singer.
Abbott?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No, that's the singer. Tank Abbott's the singer.
Mm-mm.
No, Tank Abbott's
That's
the
the-
fighter that
that's
was
the
beating
MMA
people to
fighter.
the
Okay,
ground.
then yeah, that's who I'm talking about.
Hold on, slow down. I have to bring it back. Yo,
He said,
what Tank are you actually talking about?
I'm talking about the fighter Tank.
Yo,
Not, not the tank,
that
the
was
mechanical
the greatest
tank.
thing I've
The
ever
fighter.
seen in my life.
Tank.
You know there's Tank the singer, though.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And you're not talking about him.
No,
Why is Tank Abbott at 50s?
I don't know. I didn't read, like, there wasn't an article. It was something they brought up on the Breakfast Club this morning. They
and
were
you're
reading it.
positive Tank the fighter.
Yeah, they were talking about him being undefeated and everything.
This must be a new Tank.
I feel like Tank has been defeated though.
Tank Abbott?
36 and
Yeah.
0, they said. Or maybe I could have him, the person
I'm pretty
wrong.
positive Tank is lost.
Did he lose to Ken
I could
Shamrock?
be
I don't.
wrong.
I don't follow
I could be
UFC
wrong.
like
I don't mean
that.
to butcher anyone's
Honestly, I
record.
don't.
The idea that Tank Abbott is there is bugged out. to me.
Yeah.
But no, Stray's not beating his ass. I thought you were talking about the singer. I'm like,
No,
that vibration
nah.
is going with Trey.
No, I'm talking about the fighter, and 50 was like, yo, like basically we can't be having this shit. Like you're not allowed here anymore for just being too gangster.
Yeah.
Now, for 50 Cent to tell you you're being too gangster, you gotta be doing some shit because I think his bar for gangsterism is kind of high.
No, because Trey is known for doesn't fuck around. Like he's just not an R&B singer. He's really not.
Mm.
Like he just happens to be able to sing. But he's like really. Like, he's realer than some of the rappers out there. Did he get arrested here?
I don't know.
Nico it up,
I think so. We got to look it up. I'm pretty sure he came here. Niggas started throwing shit at him and like jumped in the crowd. And they ended up arresting him. And he don't even got an entourage. That's funny. They tried it with 52
Yeah, I was there for that show.
or the 51.
Yeah. I was actually front row. I seen that whole shit.
You seen Millie shout out Springfield?
Yep. He's like, you get your head knocked off out there. He's like, Springfield's real. I was like, oh, Jesus. Why can't it be we have beautiful scenery? Admiring our fucking civic center or something. Why gotta be you get your head knocked off? You not a fan?
Not a
Told
fan,
you.
but I'm gonna bust it down.
That's why I only drank one.
Oh, he did have an entourage.
Trey Songz is attempting legal action against the Springfield, Massachusetts Police Department after he and two members of his entourage were arrested early Sunday morning following a performance at Springfield's Hippodrome. This is back in like 07, I want to say. Yeah, 07. Included several police officers that followed the person while firing a gun into a crowd outside the Hippodrome. He was arrested for resisting arrest and disorderly conduct, according to Springfield Police, who was with Songz, was arrested on the same charges while another man at the party, Jasper, whatever, I'm not saying this bullshit, has disorderly conduct charges pending. Both offenses are misdemeanors. Anthony Williams, the man who allegedly fired the gun, is charged with a number of crimes, including assault with intent to murder, assault and battery, and assault with a dangerous weapon.
That's not how I remembered it, but I thought some shit
That's
happened.
how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even really that.
Yeah. Who knows what the beef with whatever happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could have tried to downplay that shit, so doesn't mean they didn't get paid
Right,
for
because
the.
that's the actual police report.
Yeah.
It's very emotionless.
It is, right? You read it, it's fucking
It's cold.
vanilla as fuck.
I feel attacked.
Not real vanilla.
I'm imitation vanilla?
What's that shit? No, you're vanilla because then there's French vanilla, right? That's like the yellowish one.
Yeah.
And there's another one too, right? Vanilla Bean. You guys are Vanilla Bean.
Yeah.
That's what
Vanilla Bean's the good one.
You like that one?
Yeah, I fuck
That's
with
the
Vanilla
one that
Bean.
got like
The little black dots and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with Vanilla Bean. Believe it or not, Vanilla Bean or vanilla in general are probably my favorite flavors of ice cream.
Those are.
I don't need.
I don't
like,
even
nothing
fuck with all
wild.
that other
Like,
shit. Yeah.
I love ice cream. I don't think I've met ice cream I don't like.
Oh, you're like that?
But vanilla is top of the
Guys, you
top of
liking
the
ice
shit for
cream?
me.
Hell, nah.
Worst sexual experience. Go.
Mine?
Worst?
Yeah.
I have a lot.
It does. So when I was Johnson Street days,
Yeah.
that's how long ago it was. Finger popping this chick and realized that she still had her tampon in.
What?
Yeah, swear to God.
That's probably goes down in history.
Swear to
How
God,
did you
yo.
know? I just got shaking your
You can top that.
You're shaking your head because you're gonna go into.
No.
Keep going.
I would.
You talking about that one? Keep going.
I can't imagine that happening.
Yo, listen,
That's
I felt the
gross.
string
Yeah,
and
that-
was like, nah,
that's
wait,
way
what?
past my limits.
Followed the line and was like, oh, hell nah. Just
So your
immediately got up
finger
and
was
walked
like
out the-
up in there with the.
I was beginning the whole.
And she just let you?
She didn't say a word to me. I don't know if I wasn't
That's a
like
grimy
I wasn't on
choice.
some like ha. You know what I mean? I wasn't like Superman fast, so
Yeah.
she didn't have a chance to stop me. She had all the time in the world to stop me and didn't say a fucking word. So I was up and walked out.
That's a grimy shorty right
Yeah.
there.
I didn't say a
that's-
word to her. I just left. Stood up and left. Washed my hand promptly.
Have you ever seen her like today?
Nah.
Was she fucked up?
I mean, we were drinking.
Because I'm saying like otherwise, why would you not just be like, stop, my shit's in. Let me just
Listen, I thought the same
like,
thing.
I
but
can't do
haven't.
nothing unless you want to, do me on my period, but I got to take this out
I
first.
don't know. I don't know why she didn't say nothing. but
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
That's how it went down.
That's gross.
That's
Swear
super
to
crazy
God.
to me.
yours.
Fucking on a trampoline.
That's
That was
probably
the worst?
Like, probably
when I
felt like
was-
you were fighting against yourself.
I was young, and it was just bitch. I was practically like she said she wasn't a virgin, but she was like practically a virgin,
Mm-hmm.
and just like we're out in the very middle of it.
Yeah.
And it was like once you start trying to go hard, it was about like counter
That's what I'm
bouncing
saying.
and shit.
Like you're fighting against
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. It was like one of the worst experiences of my life. Kind of just like it kind of killed the vibe for the rest of the night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're
Like
just
all the
staring
way
at each
around.
other mad.
That fucking trampoline.
We tried off the trampoline, it just wasn't happening.
Oh, so that's the worst.
Mm.
When like the first setting fucks it up for like you
Yeah.
even like. it's like,
That was
it's-
one of-
this
that
is
was-
fucked up now.
That was a lesson that I learned.
What am I do now? It's all fucked up now. That's
It's
what
all
I'm saying.
fucked up now.
Now I just be like, bitch, get off the trampoline.
I had Nelson. There was these two girls we were working with, and one of them was gorgeous, and this dude was on her.
Mm.
So he's like, this is the one I'm working with, and I'm like, well, I'm not working with that other one. He said, well, if you don't do that, then she's not gonna come out. I'm like, I gotta take one for the team.
Mm.
So this bitch was like, not my cup of tea in any way, shape, or form. Like I tried to like find things in my head that she had that I could like, and it just didn't work. So my dick never got hard, and I was literally still trying to like work with it.
You were trying to shoot pool with a wet
But
noodle.
keep in mind, this is in the days when I didn't get head.
Uh,
You know what I mean? So there's like
what you
absolute-
gonna do? Right?
Yeah, so she's trying to do that. I don't want that. Then on top of my dick being a noodle, her pussy was like that shit was the Mojave. Like that shit
He
was
said the Mojave.
that shit was crazy dry. So you know what she says? This is what makes it the worst. It's not that I took one for the team and couldn't do nothing.
Right.
This bitch said, "You gotta eat me out." Nah, we
He said,
out of
"Sip."
there. Yeah. So I ran into the room or it was the living room where Nelson was with the other girl, naked. Ran right through their shit, and it was the motorcycle building when they had the giant windows back then.
Yeah, they still do.
Not where you can stand in them.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know because I've never been high. now.
Yeah, you can stand up.
Okay,
in them.
so
I do carpets and shit there all the time.
okay, so yeah, so I ran right through there naked, It started. I was,
Yeah, you've told me. This
yeah,
story before.
like through the big window. This nigga was like, "Yo, get out of here!" I'm like, "Nah." If I can't get in, nobody can. Fuck that. But yeah, I turned the worst into the best. But yeah,
for you, and not for everybody else.
but I've had 3, like overall. I had one that, I mean, was just, I guess, considered like just a bad fuck altogether.
Yeah.
Everything bothered her. It's like, no, that. I'm like, why are we here?
What are we doing?
I've had only one chick that was ever like really like that. And it bored the shit out of me.
Yeah, like.
So yeah, I just pretty much like got off. Like, I've not always been the most experienced in the sex. Everybody fucking comes up in their levels, you know what I'm saying?
Naturally.
In the sex.
But
Most
I'm
experienced
never
in the
like
sex.
quite bad. And, you know, I always like got better and better as time went on.
Yeah.
And always got, you know, kind of crazy shit. And if she's not like up to that level at all, I can understand that. That's why maybe she doesn't know, kind of spaz out and just enjoy herself, you know what I'm saying? And
So
fully
Frank,
open up.
Frank comes out with the ball gag. Too soon?
Yeah, I'm like,
Too soon.
just back up. I'm in a full leather.
To zip up now.
Full leather.
No, not yet. No gag. Gag? No gag.
Yeah, but yeah, I've had just one that was just like, what the fuck? And then yeah, I remember she tried to say something to Mike Cook once. Mike Cook was like, "It had to be you then," to the bitch. He's like, "It had to be you."
Had to be you.
He's like, "I've been his roommate."
Yeah. We're batting on a good average.
Yeah, he said he'd never seen one single chick disappointed, you know, or say I ain't got good sex game.
Yeah. You know what the worst is though? When you have that. When you have that one out there that has like the bad story, and you're like, damn, what can I do to change this?
Do you want to link back up with them and shit?
I do not. I do not.
You don't want to fix
I try
it?
to find
you don't want
other
to redo?
creative.
A do-over? A screw-over?
I have done that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie like where.
Like, bitch, I've been thinking about you for 3 years.
Not even like where I'm just because especially at this age and after being in like such a long relationship and shit, like there's a lot that
He's looking up old flames.
No. I'm saying that like the things that I want to do, I can't do because you're not my woman.
Oh, got you.
You know what I mean? So it's like that restricts my passion too. That's the curse to being single.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've talked about it.
Mm.
You can't really fully at this age. When we were younger, it's like I'm single, fuck it, I'm doing everything. But like at this age, you're like that bitch is not. I'm not sleeping over. I'm not.
Right.
You're not cut. I'm not holding you. I'm not. Just mad shit. It's like she's like, it's like, hey, this is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think that always
You
bothers
be
me
cuddling?
is, like, I mean, I'll fucking
No, I'm not
snuggle
talking
up
about
with
like.
a chick.
No, I'm. Yeah.
Yeah, like watch some TV or some shit. Like,
No, just watch the TV.
yeah. I mean, like I'm
not here for that.
Cuddling? I'm a comfortable person like that though. Like I like showing that kind of
cuddling.
affection.
I'm a cuddler.
If I'm, you know, I've been standoffish. Don't get it twisted. Like I've gone through a period in my life where like I didn't want to do any of that shit like that. We need to be doing that all the time. I'm just gonna fall asleep.
Oh, you're talking about like your actual.
I don't know what
I'm talking about. You're single now.
Yeah, now
I'm talking about cuddling them. Or
Nah, I mean, I just
whatever.
yeah. If I've like chilled and like not like super entwined snuggle, but like arm around chilling, like watching a TV show and shit. Yeah, like I'm alright with that. If I feel that person like that.
No, yeah, well, okay, yeah. So that part, but so because
That's what I like. If
Six bust pulls out and goes home.
it's not that. No, it's not that. I'm super like at this particular time in my life, I'm the most present I've ever been.
Yeah.
So I'm very aware of my requirements, what I need. I'm very aware of what can have you thinking something that it's not. I'm just very present. So like I don't do anything that's gonna give you an inkling that this is going any further unless we have a different type of connection. Also, I don't let compatibility dupe me into a relationship. Like we can have a lot of things in common. I'm still not giving you my time. Like you know what I mean?
That's my biggest shit is time.
You don't have
That's
it.
why I can't really have a relationship because like my time. Well, they have time for it. Like I try to make time for it, and I guess I haven't. It's not that I haven't, but it's like it's always convenient on other people's terms. Sometimes I need it convenient on my terms. You know what I'm saying? It's like mismatch hours type shit. One of those opportunities.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's been crazy.
Carve it out. Yeah. I carve it out, man.
Yeah, you definitely have to make time. You'll never find it. Time is
Because
not
before
something
you know, you're
just
gonna be
find.
60. You're gonna be like, yeah. And you like fucking.
Yeah.
And you got your life on pause. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
it just hasn't been as important to me
What?
lately either. Just like worrying about chasing tail.
No, you don't chase tail. Tail comes to you.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
Well, you know what? That's the thing. I've been having to be more on the chase for the most part.
So Jason had a funny joke. I don't know if I got to tell you guys this. I don't know if we've seen each other then, but that we all had went out and remember JP, Jason Page.
Yeah.
So me, him, A, and Jay went out and in Northampton, bunch of shorties or whatever. So me and JP, we're all together, but we're doing like our own. Like these two are over here doing whatever it is they're doing, and us two are right here doing what we're doing.
I got you.
So we're having our drinks, whatever, and then he's like, "Yo, this shit is whack. Let's just back some bitches and get out of here." So he like literally like that. So he like looks over, two badass white girls is over there at like the end cap. He's like, "I'm about to work on these two." So he starts like looking at them. They're looking back. I was like, "Yo, this bitch is about to come over here." So as soon as I said that, they start coming over. This story is actually funny. I didn't tell you guys this?
No.
Okay, this is juicy. So the two girls come over, right? They are very decent looking, but they think they're badder than they are.
Yeah.
Right? So they come over, and Jason's like, "Yo, I seen y'all pointing." He was like, "You trying to choose who you wanted?" She said, "Actually, no. We were counting how many women were in the bar in comparison to men." And she said, and then we started thinking about, because they're from Boston. So she said, so then we started thinking about how in Boston we're only 9s and here in Northampton we're 12s. So she's like, "What do you think I am?" So she's talking to him, but she's looking at me. I said, "You asking me?" So he's pointed to me, and y'all know me. So he's looking at me. He's like, please don't do no dumb shit and fuck this up.
I'll be like,
but I'm not.
Solid 6.
Like, I gave them I said, a 7, and she's like, a 7, and it happens to be the one that's spicy. So she's like, "And what do you think you are?" I was like, a 7 too. Like, you gonna think I'm gonna say, "Nah, we're not doing that. We both 7s. Fuck it.
Together we 14.
It's 2 above average. Right? You're dealing with 1 to 10. It's 2 above average. So you're 7. This bitch was not taking the 7. She's like having a big deal about it. So the other girl comes over. She said, "I don't care if you call me a 7. I think you're beautiful." So now Jason starts hating, right? He's like, all night, right? The girl's doing whatever. I'm rushing her off because I'm thinking we're just gonna bar hop and just get numbers or whatever the case. I'm not really serious. But Jason's like, "Yo, did that girl call you the next morning?" I said, "No." He said, "Told you. I wasn't thinking about you. You were just for the moment." I said, "I was the one nigga for the moment out of 100 niggas,
Fair
right?
enough.
And because I'm not a whore, I didn't try to fuck her. If I knew she was on that type of time, maybe. You know what I mean? But that's what she wanted. She wanted to just smash for the night and whatever. But I'm busy.
So
like you.
You know, it's funny.
Hold on, wait. So he said, I think she would have. He said, this shit had me dying. This is a week later. The other shit he said was the day after. A week later, he says, "Yo, did those girls ever call you?" I said, "No." "Why you keep asking me that?" He's like, "Because I think it was your approach." I said, "My approach, they approached me." He said, "You called her a 7. I said, "That was my truth." He said, "Yeah, but weren't you out to bag bitches?" I said, "No." He said, "But then you want to bag a bitch?" I guess so. He said, "So you should have said she was a 12. He said she would have called you. So that shit had me thinking. I'm like,
Why?
it had me
Nah,
thinking.
I like your approach better.
Yeah, me too.
Hold on,
Me
I'm
too.
not gonna lie. I like my approach better, but you know how you
Because
get
I think
those
I'm a 7 also.
But hold
you know
on,
what I
but
mean?
you know how you get those aha moments, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm like, I probably did dictate the morning shit because she probably woke up sober, like,
This motherfucker called me a 7.
right, and that's what he said. Yo, that shit had me dying. Yo,
That's what I think
was
is funny. Yo.
dying, yo. I was dying.
That's literally what I. Supposed to do.
What?
Worst sexual experience. I can't even talk about mine because he died, so I ain't going to do him like that. Godspeed.
Oh shit.
Yo.
I didn't kill him, y'all, but y'all nasty. He bit my clit. Yeah. He said, Ninja said you a meal for real. I snuck in a girl's window.
Wait, hold on. The last nigga was talking about the last chick?
Nah, she said he bit my clit. The end. And then dude commented. It was like he said you a meal for real.
Oh, got it. I'm like, is he talking? The girl in the little picture looked a little cute, right?
Nah.
Could have sworn I seen a little cute picture.
I didn't see all
So I
that.
thought he was calling her a meal.
Oh.
I snuck in your girl's window to smash her neighbors, called their mom. Her mom came in, we got caught. Her mom made me jump back out the window. After weeks of talking shit, we got busy in his office, but quickly realized we weren't compatible. A lot of motion, no oomph. He jumped up to look out his office window and said, I thought I heard someone coming in my head. I was like, sure wasn't me. Sure wasn't me. We were going at it pretty hot and heavy in mid-session. He started slowing down, so I thought, time for me to take over. But when I tried, he was having an asthma attack. He took his inhaler and passed out. But 20 years later, I still make jokes about it. That's fucked up.
Yo, that's so funny. Can you imagine that? A nigga that thinks he's really putting in work. And this
Yeah,
nigga pulls out a... Yo.
Imagine he did it at the side of his mouth. He missed it.
Exhale, you see this?
Get that nigga the fuck out of here.
I dated someone who had a micro penis at the time. When we tried having
At the
sex, I
time?
stared at it. It was the size of my thumb.
Wow.
I mean, at least he tried. I faked it, but I didn't want to hurt his
That's
feelings.
all you need.
A thumb?
Nigga, it's all in the front. Think about the action. Yo,
Oh, no.
what? Yo, think about this for a minute. They all claim they want big dicks, but it's bullshit. Let me tell you.
No, I know, but I don't want
Oh,
to.
now, I'm not talking about what you want. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, oh, shit.
I'm not talking about what you want. I'm talking about...
Are you saying he wants big dicks?
No, I'm not even, no, I don't even mean it like that. I don't even mean it. I'm not really joking that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I got
I'm saying like, obviously we want to kind of like do what we want to do.
Mhm.
I'm saying when you really are into it, right there, and you realize it's like 3 inches of your dick. It's like, come on, now.
Yeah,
Like, I got all
actually-
this dick for what?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? No, you're right though, because yo, when you go
And
all
then
the
they
way
want
in,
the-
yeah, but a lot of times too, when you go all the way in, be like
yeah,
backing up, I'm like, but
yeah, keep it right there.
well,
You
yeah,
know
but
what I
when
mean?
you
It's
hit
like-
that shit in the inside, when
It's called the crazy button.
Oh,
yo,
you
that they're like,
G-spot.
I call it the crazy
but
button.
yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Just start swerving.
I know what you're saying. It's like
God damn it.
it is really all about hitting the right spot at the end of the day. It's all it really is. It's about working it around till you find the right spot.
There's a
Then you
dude out-
hone in on that
Right.
shit.
There's a dude out there with a thumb that's killing it. I'm
Yeah,
telling
himself.
you. Nick, you gotta think about it for a minute though. He has that.
He knows
So he's
what
gotta
to work.
figure,
Yeah.
right. He's gotta
Yeah.
figure like,
Yeah,
oh,
there's
I got
gotta
a thumb.
be people that would, you
Know how
that
to work.
with that just figured it out, or they make up for it in some
Other way.
in some fashion or
Tongue game,
you
hella
know.
Cause
shit.
shorty, I've heard women complain about big dicks corny.
Well,
Like, he got all that dick for nothing. Like, all that shit is like, God damn it, that's wrong.
Right? That's a curse.
wasted.
What a waste.
Big ass dick, you don't know how to use that shit?
Yeah.
Talk about hell.
Yo, this girl at my job told me that there's, and I, when she said this shit is baffling. I don't know because I'm not a porno guy, but that some that are so big that gravity takes over. Like shit, when it gets hard, shit don't even. I'm like, I'm not that guy. I'm telling you right now, my shit is up to the roof. Like,
Mm.
my shit is not heavy like that. like where it's like that. Like,
That's
it's hard and the shit
crazy.
is still like, you're like, what are we doing here?
It's like a war club.
I start to think that, like, maybe life is hard for those guys, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you can't smash everything. You
Yeah.
can't, like, and then, like, you can't wear certain shit. You can't.
Yeah.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
No,
Right.
there's levels that are perfectly capable in levels, and still
There's
feel
thumbs,
feel
there's-
comfortable.
There's indexes, there's
You know
middle
what I mean?
fingers.
Pinkies.
You know, I've never wore any type of shit like that. The most I've ever wore is boxer briefs through this. Never.
What
Yeah,
are you talking
you ever
about?
tried on like women's underwear or anything?
No.
No.
Never done it.
Hell no.
No, but I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, what's crazy is
For the
that he
right
asked
price?
that question in all seriousness. Yo, he asked that question like no joke. He was like, "Have you ever tried on women's underwear?" No. All right. So and just like kept going, like it wasn't like
They're
it's a
probably
normal
comfortable
question to
as hell.
ask.
They silky. They satin. Bring those jaws over here, girl.
Why you like them? Yeah, I want to try them on.
I know my
Outside of the
children's
shit.
mother. My children's mother used to run around in my briefs and shit.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I never put her shit on. Man. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Yeah, all my shit got worn, but whatever.
You'd wear a thong?
No.
Like a guy thong.
I can't.
What about for a shorty? Like, what if she's like, "Yo, I want you to wear this for me," like internally, like you're in here.
So I wore boxer briefs for that reason, but that's it.
I'd rather just be naked.
Oh, why? Because you weren't really into those.
I'm a boxers guy.
Really?
Okay, I don't like briefs because I don't like being all. You know what I mean? Like I want my
Nah,
shit to
mine-
hang.
I can't have.
Like
my-
I don't mean nothing by it, but like I'm a little guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
No,
so
but
I've
my
never
sh-
worn briefs my whole life, and
Yeah.
then with the tux, and Jen was like, "Yo, you're gonna have to wear some
Yeah,
briefs. So
yeah.
you can't just have boxers on with that." And I'm like,
Should've been
"You right? Like I can't even argue with that shit." So
Yeah, I got sick of fucking boxers like rolling up and shit when you sit down, like
Yeah,
my
I
fucking
can't do
dick
it.
pocket. You
Yeah.
gotta
But
adjust.
but I've noticed
I
that
like-
they have.
I don't have
trunk
that
pocket.
problem no more.
They
with
have
the
a trunk
briefs.
pocket now, and it's basically big dick briefs.
Yeah. So I so
That's basically
yeah.
what it is.
So I bought those accidentally and was tight. Like,
literally
mad as fuck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's holding everything into like this one little.
area.
So I'm like, yo, like what's going on? So it's funny because like women actually look there.
the dick print.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, but I thought that this is like for whatever reason I just didn't think like that's like really a thing like that. You know what I mean? And I learned that it is. So
Yeah.
I be having to like compress shit. You know what I mean? Because I have to wear certain shit, so can't wear certain shit. It like shows like the whole shit. So
Right.
my coworkers are like, yes. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like things are something's changed. I'm like, yeah, it's no compression. Like, what do you want me to do? The
Yeah.
fuck? Longer polo?
The only time
This is not 1998. Fucking
I'm a-
polo down to your knees.
You're printing.
you ever like be bunched up to where like
All the
you
time.
pretty much get like, you know, when you don't get like fully hard, but when you're like kind of hard and
Semi.
you're like all compact.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
worst
It's
feelings
like,
in the world.
Yo, that happened to
You
me.
ever get hard taking a shit?
Yes.
I have before.
That?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
It's super hard, dude. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but anytime my dick touches the fucking thing, I try not to obviously ever have that happen. But it just like it's still one of the most terrifying things to
It
me.
is. Yeah. Because you just immediately think of what's been going on
Yeah.
down there for so long. You're like,
Yeah, dude.
I need to take
Yo,
a shower.
Luckily, I unfortunately do it more often than not, and I'm usually hopping in the shower directly after anyway.
Yeah,
so,
I'm in the
yeah.
same shit shower.
Yeah.
Yep, same thing.
yeah, there's no way I'm trying to shit after I shower. I want to be perfectly
I've
clean.
done that and had to jump back in. 'cause
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. I
The
cannot.
worst feeling for
Feels
me, though.
wetter too.
Yeah.
The worst feeling for me, though,
It does.
I think is when you have regular boxers on and they punch up all up in here and everything.
Yeah,
is
it's,
just like,
yeah, I can't. That's why I
that is
stopped wearing
the
them.
most uncomfortable thing in the world
Yeah.
for me. Like, I'll be like, oh, excuse me, I'll be right back. I gotta go ahead.
So let me ask you a question. Since are you still presently wearing boxers or you
Yes.
changed since wedding?
No, I'm still wearing
Okay,
boxers. I
so-
have briefs.
so-
and sometimes I'll switch
I haven't
around.
worn boxers since 2003, I think. Like, have they changed? Like, because I remember
I'm
boxers,
open to wearing them now. I have some, and I have them specifically for certain pairs of pants.
but I'm saying, did the boxers change? Like, so like before they were more flare. They didn't have a button right here. Your dick was just.
No, they
Whatever.
got both. They got without buttons. They got them with buttons.
And they have them where the not flare here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember what you're talking about. Them shit used to be like wearing a pair of shorts.
Yeah. It's like I used to walk around. And
Yeah.
go to McDonald's. I'm just doing everything, and I'm just like, yo, why? What was I thinking?
Yeah, I never did all that.
Yeah.
I walked around my house, but I didn't go to McDonald's in my boxers.
Y'all don't remember me walking around like that all the time?
What?
In the boxers at my house? Like,
I
just
remember
like,
that.
I
Yeah.
want to buy number 2s, you know, with no cheese.
Yeah, I tried to like this. Yeah, I haven't thought about.
Yeah, I
that.
didn't
I know you're
remember
not
you walking
thinking
around
about
in your
me,
boxers
like-
until
But
right
like,
now.
if you think about it,
You
you're
just
like,
made
wait
a
a
whole
minute.
flood of memories
was
come back.
ironing.
Like,
What-
pop, pop, pop. Yeah, I remember
Like
I'd be
other shit,
ironing
right?
the pleats in my jeans.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, I'd be ironing and shit, like, trying to get ready to.
Didn't you used to iron your boxers?
Like, for a little bit. It was kind of.
Yeah.
So, like, that was like a. Like, for the fuck of
I
it
remember that.
type of shit. It wasn't like me. It was like, why not? Like, shit, everything else is iron. Shit. I tried the money thing. I would iron my money every day. Then that got corny. Then I did the box. Like, I was like, why am I doing all this dumb shit? Like, just new shit. Like, it's like, fuck it.
you know, in all my time, I've never ironed money.
Neither have
No,
I.
it's fun.
I've
No, I've
never.
never done it either.
It's fun. You got plenty now.
I fucked with enough to be able to iron, but
Yeah.
but I don't know. It just doesn't.
So-
I hate even counting it.
So that's the thing. It wasn't even, like I'm saying, the things we do that we realize that are not really us. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't a me thing. That was like a, why, let me try it out. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Once I did it, I think I did it like I feel like I did it quite a few times because, like, I liked the whole, like, process and the way it would, like,
In like a
Look-
chunk of time, you did it a bunch of times, but you ain't done it since.
hell no.
Right.
That was all on Fairmont days. That's
Right.
not. Oh, actually, I did iron money recently because I went swimming and I fucking had shit in my pocket.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say that, I think I might have had to do that because of what you just said.
Yeah.
Now.
I've put it in the dryer before, but I've never ironed it.
Yo, I lost.
I've tried the microwave.
$400, and
That was for
my
joke.
mother ended up washing $400.
Yeah.
Had to find the shit, and this is recent. She had my clothes, did her laundry in her facility, where there's multiple.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking for this bread, and I'm like, yo, where's this? And then I realized it was in those pants. I was like, Ma, you wash those goddamn pants?
Mm.
She was like, yeah, just throw them in there. Yo, $400. It was $400 and a check.
Mm.
So now I'm down there. I got to go through all the dryers. Bro, this was crazy. I had to go through the filters and shit. That's where all the bread was.
Mm.
Each dryer, digging in there, trying to get in there. Some of them I couldn't get my hand in there.
And you're
so this-
hoping it's not in that one.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
So I ended up recouping
That's
like
some movie
$300.
shit.
I got the check.
Yeah.
The check was in one of the things or whatever. But
Yeah,
that
that
was
sucks ass
crazy.
though.
I was like 3-4 years old.
Yo, I've only like been pushed into a pool once in my life
That's funny.
with all my clothes on.
Yeah, same here, actually.
Mm.
I have my cell phone in my pocket.
My son just did that to my daughter too.
My toe ain't been the
And I had to
same
buy her a new
since.
phone.
My toe has
Oh.
not been the same since when I got pushed in the pool. I don't know what I did. If I dragged my toe, kicked the side of the pool, I don't know what.
Your
But
big toe?
My big toe on
Hmm.
this foot, my toenail ended up coming off months
Oh.
later. Ever since then, my shit, like, it's like the whole toenail, there's like, at a 2/3 point, there's just a crack that runs through it constantly. No matter,
I kind of
it
have.
never goes away. It grows in two pieces.
Really?
They're connected. There's not like no big hole or nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like it's literally like a sliver, and then the rest of the toenail, and they grow next to each other. But there's always been a crack between the two ever since that time. It was weird as fuck.
Wow. I dropped something on my toe a few weeks back. My shit, it never peeled off,
Yeah,
but now it's growing out the blood clot.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That bothers me.
Especially when
Looking
you
at that
clip
shit,
it too.
It just
Okay.
but like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
You'll see
I
that
don't-
shit
I
for
don't
a
like
few
my-
months.
Toenail.
The blood
Yeah.
I
clot,
like that
that
shit.
shit'll move
I've
down.
had that
your
happen on
toenail.
my thumbs and shit too.
Yeah, me too.
I got one right now.
On my fingers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
voting.
You got clumsy motherfucker.
Nah, I was scrubbing up. I feel you're hilarious. Am I clumsy? Let me think about that.
You got
This guy
some-
just scanned his whole
you got
life
some-
real quick.
You just said everything we say. Yeah, I got
I
a
started-
scar right here.
Yeah, I started thinking about like,
Yeah,
how
not
many
my
times I
neck.
got hurt. Wait, I think I'm doing well.
He just
Yo,
computered his whole
mo-
life.
a mouse in my nostril.
I think I've got bit by a mouse though.
Have you?
Yup, right on the ear. Woke up.
I think I might have gotten bit on my finger.
I felt that shit. Didn't know it was a mouse. I was in my sleep. Felt some shit. I didn't know it was a bite at the time. What it felt like was grinding. Like in my sleep, I heard a grind and a pinch. Like when you rub bone together, like a grind. So I'm assuming that was his teeth, whatever the fuck. Anyways, when I'm telling you, I woke up out of my sleep and smacked that shit so fast. That's how I found out it was a mouse because I didn't know. I like woke up, bow, like what the fuck happened? And then I see the mouse limping in the corner, like it's like trying to get away. I was like, oh shit, that shit bit the fuck out of me. Like
You got rabies now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He dies.
He
dies.
He does. That's fucking hilarious.
So, over my father-in-law, he came down obviously for the wedding, and after the wedding, I should say, we ended
Where
up
was
playing
he?
Cards Against Humanity. He lives in Florida.
Okay.
We played Cards Against Humanity.
Mm-hmm.
My point to that is, you know how some of those cards be. I had to explain to my now mother-in-law what a fleshlight was.
Fleshlight?
Fleshlight.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh man.
That's
So
hilarious.
You guys
it's a
are nasty.
it's a flashlight shape, but the end of it is a pussy that you fuck, and it's made out of silicone.
Yeah, I think they got all assortments of.
Yo,
and they're like
have
heavy
y'all
as hell.
have y'all used any of this?
Nah,
I
but
haven't
I've
used
seen them.
any,
I keep
like,
been in
the
the sex
pocket
stores and
like
shit.
that,
I've seen
so.
them.
Never, ever in life. Neither one of y'all
No,
have.
I've used toys like on chicks.
Yeah, I've done that,
Yeah.
but now I've never used a sex toy on myself.
I wonder how many of our friends have actually like.
Yeah, think
I don't-
about it.
I kind of don't feel like many have. Though,
But
for
hold
some
on.
reason.
I just have to say one thing. How do these people clean up when they're done? Is
It's
it
in there.
right? Are they putting this thing in the washing machine?
Well, what is it made out of?
Like silicone or some shit?
Yeah, no, put it on the faucet.
Yeah. Yeah, everything, if it's silicone,
Like a
everything.
cup.
rinses
Well, I'm
out.
going with the dishes.
it keeps
Everything.
pouring out the side.
Yo, I gotta do my dishes. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
You coming out with a pocket pussy in the strainer?
You can put it right in the drain though. Boop.
Sit it in the center. Sit it where the dishes, where the silverware go.
Yeah. Right there.
There's a cup at the end. You just put it.
You pick up a plate with it?
It even says dishwasher safe.
Can you imagine like giving somebody that as like a cup to drink?
Oh,
And you done nutted your whole entire life and that shit.
your whole entire
Like, I'm thirsty.
life.
Well, the only cup.
Oh,
This is the only
the
cup.
worst thing. Change it.
But you don't know. You just take it. Go start gulping.
Nah. Fleshlight literally looks like a pussy on the
I
end
would
of
just
it. You're
start
not drinking out of
swinging.
that,
I would
yo.
start swinging wildly.
Like the hug when you're peeing. Remember you said at the start, he's like, "What would you do if someone just came up and grabbed you and gave you a hug in the middle of you peeing?" You know how crazy that shit is.
We say that at work. Where someone just came up behind you, and just hugged
No,
you as
'cause
you're
you're
in
the
the
one that
urinal.
told me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I got a question for y'all. That reminds me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask you both at the same time. If you have
You
the
have no
ability,
choice.
no, but I'm saying like I'm not gonna get your. Hold on. If you have the ability to stop any type of crime that can physically be committed,
Mhm.
to stop it forever,
Mm-hmm.
what would you choose? But you can only pick one.
Molesting children.
What would you pick? I said the same thing. So now,
anything.
if in order
involving
to stop
children.
that crime forever to anybody, you have to commit it once.
No, hell
No.
Now your mind changes. Is there a crime?
no.
You had that's the price you have to pay. You have to commit said crime one time
To get rid of it?
to get rid of it for everybody in the world forever.
Oh shit.
No.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's crazy. That's why I asked it the way I asked it, because I answered pedophilia. And then my nephew was like, okay, now, boom. And I was like, oh, hell no. He goes, yeah, now things change, right? Is there a crime that you'd be willing to commit?
To stop it from happening ever.
Because it's like a paradox, because a crime...
America.
Think about it.
I would do it. I would do it just before I died.
What crime is what crime is bad enough for one? The crime has to be bad enough for you to want to stop it. Okay. You're not gonna be like jaywalking.
That's
You know
the
what I'm
part
saying?
that makes it like super
That's the
crazy.
part that make like it has to be a crime that's worth getting rid of. And if it's a crime
This
that's
is
worth
the
getting rid
problem.
of, how are you gonna
And everybody knows that you have to make this decision. The whole world.
Oh yeah, I don't know about well, I think they would know afterwards.
Just to change it up.
Oh, okay.
The
Make it more extreme.
Yeah. The whole world waits on your decision.
Like as if like the decision wasn't enough.
Yes. You have to live with that for the rest of your life, and you don't know how people are going to react. So people are like, "You should have fucking done
It's
it."
like Ned Stark.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like they forced him into leaving that type of legacy, which was the untruth. Think about that for a minute. Like they forced him into saying that Joffrey was king.
Yeah.
Right? Because he didn't want
to.
Yeah.
And then Varys was like, "Yo, listen, you got daughters. You're gonna be gone because of your honor, and they're gonna be here to deal with this."
You call Daemon Joffrey? You're
No,
talking about,
I'm talking about
are you talking about
actual
Targaryens?
No, he's talking about
I'm talking about Joffrey.
Well, Varys is in Targaryens. It's House of Dragons.
That's Viserys.
Yeah. No, wait,
Varys
hold on.
is the bald dude that has no.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the spiders.
Yeah, that's
Got
Varys.
you.
Yeah.
Got
He was the one that was trying to like tell Ned like, listen, bro,
Yeah.
you're doing too much.
Yeah.
You know what I
need
mean? And Ned was like, nah, this nigga's not king. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And boom. But eventually he agreed, and he still got his head chopped off. And now that's his legacy. He's a traitor. He's fucking.
Right. It's crazy.
That's
But yeah, that's like the.
So I don't think that.
But if
there's-
you don't make that decision on something like that again, like you think, there'll probably be a lot of people that hate you forever since too. You don't know which way the popular opinion is going to go.
So I would have to
Yeah.
go with a lesser crime.
Then what's the point?
Wait. What if it was
I mean,
incest?
hell, fuck. Is that a crime?
I don't.
Yeah,
in
it's
some
illegal.
States, in some
That's
states,
illegal.
I believe it is.
thought it was illegal in all 50
I don't know.
states.
It could be.
Yeah, that's illegal.
Because they don't want people to take over.
No, because it mutates your genes.
Does it?
Yeah, that's why it's illegal.
I told
Oh
you
yeah,
this-
if they get pregnant.
Nah, but I told you the story of those African people that I met, and their shit was uniform as fuck. Shit was just working. They had like everyone was related. They all looked alike. They were rocket scientists and fucking. They had all these crazy fucking jobs. I'm sitting here. I'm just like,
Maybe it's just white people.
Maybe I don't
no,
know.
I won't say that.
But they
Maybe it has
well,
to
there
be
are
done-
there are diseases and shit that only affect
Yeah,
colored
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So that's not too far off. to
And
say
vice
something like
versa.
that. Right?
Yeah.
That's not too far off.
It might, yeah. I don't know. When I,
Yeah.
because she was like, this is my mom's, their cousins, and I told Jen, I'm like, later, because she didn't catch it. She was
All
talking
right.
about how beautiful they were. I was like, you know, they're cousins, right? She was like, no, they're not. I said, she said her father and her mother are first cousins.
Oh, I was gonna say they're not second cousins because that's
First.
legal.
No, nigga, they're African.
So they can't be second cousins because they're African.
I'm saying the legal part doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, wherever they did that, it
Right.
worked.
Right.
And then they
like I said,
came here.
The Targaryens did it, so you can always say that. That's like
But
someone's
when I-
excuse.
but
They
when
did
I-
a lot of that back
if you had a college party with a sister, you'd be like, "Hey,
Targaryens
Targaryens."
House of the Dragon, baby.
All right, so
he doesn't even say it right. You're like tangerines.
Like, who would, okay, so if your second
That was
cousin
good. You missed that.
was a I did.
I caught
He
it.
said,
He said Targaryens. He's like he says it wrong. Tangerines, baby.
Stop. So if
Testarossa, yo.
let's just say you meet a girl,
Spaghetti.
right?
Tamarinos.
And obviously this is kind of like it's impossible because of the
Tamarine.
placement of the cousin
Mm.
would be impossible because most people know their first and second cousins. But
Yeah.
let's just say you did.
Not if you never met him.
No, I'm just saying most
You
people
could be adopted
are
and meet your
aware.
family.
Most. The key word. Most people are aware of their first and second cousin.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Mm.
Let's just say you don't,
Okay.
like Matt said.
Okay.
Never met whoever.
All right. Okay.
Meet a girl, boom, start
Okay.
smashing, life's great,
Mhm.
and you find out she's your first cousin. Like your dad comes over, he's like,
I've actually it's crazy. I've actually had this
Would
thought
would you,
process.
Yeah,
would you,
no.
hold on, would you continue this
No.
or would no?
I would-
What if you fallen in love with her?
I can't.
What if you before you had kids you found out
'Cause there
Renee
are
was your
it's
cousin?
like It's like cardinal sin to me.
Okay.
Of course, I agree.
I can't.
Look at his eyebrows.
Who's?
When we're talking about you, dude.
But like I've often like had that thought,
Yeah,
like crazy,
that's
like,
it.
yo, what if you fell in love with somebody and then like found out later on you go to get married, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh yeah, you're cousins. That's wild.
I'd be like, all right, listen, we'll pipe one last time and then it's out. We're done.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's over. One last time when we're
there
over.
he is.
There he goes.
Fuck it.
Way to go, slugger.
He's back in the game.
He's got his jersey back.
So yeah, no, House of the Dragon though. Yo, tonight is Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings shit. On
What does
Amazon.
that come? Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah,
Fire.
I think for Prime members at least.
You guys are excited?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I have Amazon. I watch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
I
Do
see
you
Matt-
have to watch
I
the
see-
old one to watch this stuff?
No, I mean I've watched the old ones mad times, and I've seen like
Nah.
the oldest Hobbit movie.
This is
I've
prequel.
read one of the books, I think but yeah, I just know all about it.
Yeah, I've read all the books. Actually, I got
I've read
lucky
mad websites and shit on different.
when I was a
watched different
kid.
videos.
When I was probably like, I don't know, 10 years old or so, my dad gave me his copies. I wish I still had them of Lord of the Rings.
Mm.
At that time, they were old and yellow.
Mm.
Yeah, they were paperback though, so they weren't like some old original shit. But
I got some.
I got to read them.
some old shit that's like not as old, but pretty old. That's fantasy, like shit from Dungeons and Dragons world,
Mhm.
from the Forgotten Realms. So it's pretty cool shit.
So this,
There's like this dude that like he's like a lesser. They're avatars, right? Like
Mhm.
all the gods get fucking pretty much crashed out of power,
Mhm.
and they hit bottom, whatever. Almost like pretty. Some die, some become mortal, whatever. I can't remember all of it, but
So their version of death is becoming mortal?
pretty much
That's
in a
dope.
sense, like and like some of the people become avatars and like kind of gain their powers. You know
Oh,
what I'm
shit.
saying? And one dude like turns into a fucking panther. Like another person, like I can't remember all the individuals, but one of these dudes in particular was like a rogue type, and he eventually backstabbed the whole group and used that to become the god of evil, like or something like that, like an actual official god. Like he made a deal with one of the other gods, and then boom, like by like killing like one of the teammates, some shit, I don't know, like really doing some dirty shit, and became a god. And it's like you get to read when he's still just the normal rogue, like. So I learned about him as he was already a god.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, it's dope. You see the precursor of how he became a god. He's just fucking like adventured with his people. You thought he was people with him, and then he just backstabbed all of them.
That's crazy.
So
You know,
this Lord of the Rings,
It's dope by a story.
this show is a prequel, just like how Targaryens is.
Mhm.
It's a prequel, so no, you don't have to see all the other shit to be able to
Okay.
watch this.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the story. From what I'm
That's what he's talking
understanding,
about. My bad.
it's the making of the ring. That
yeah,
timeline,
it is
that
the
whole
making
shit.
of the rings. Yeah.
So how are y'all liking House of Dragons right now?
I'm fucking with it heavy.
I'm-
Last week's
yeah.
episode was fire. I
Yeah,
thought.
I think they're doing a really decent pace. To
My
things.
favorite thing about it so
It
far,
has a different feel too.
that's what I'm about
Mhm.
to say right now. My favorite thing about it so far is that there's little to no action, but it's still enthralling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my wife and I were just saying, like, after the show, we were like, yo, like, not a lot happened, but I was like, I was interested through the whole show.
Yeah.
She was like, I didn't fall asleep. Like, we were on it. So I can't wait for the next one. They're supposed to, from what I'm seeing online, it's supposed to be a Battle of the Dragons
Have you
coming
seen
up.
it? Have you seen it up until the latest episode? Yo, when she lands on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yo, I
With
was
the
like,
ye- with the gold joint.
Yeah, I was
Strolls
like,
up,
Yo,
like,
this
sup.
is fucking dope.
I like
Yeah.
her demeanor.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
They really
It's-
everything is kind of like I see it it's like I seen it unfolding in a sense like where I kind of knew it was coming,
Yeah.
but I still I like the way they did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're supposed to have a time jump this week, too. It's supposed to be the first time. You know how Game of Thrones will just all of a sudden jump?
I knew she was gonna be older. I just didn't know when was gonna happen.
They said they're going to do a time jump now this week. It's
Yeah.
our first. They said it's going to be our first time jump.
Yo, what you
So there's going to probably be more.
what you should do is
I don't want to. I want like a few episodes to go by.
yeah.
For me,
yeah,
like,
I got
I
you.
need like
Don't
two or
rush
three.
into it.
2 or 3
Yeah.
before like
We've already had 2.
No,
Yeah.
2 more.
Oh, more.
Like at least 2 more.
Mm.
At least. So we
yeah,
have like
just let
4.
it build up a little bit more.
Yeah, like they'll just.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just for me. I don't know. It might work. It might
And,
jump.
yeah,
I'll be
unless
like, oh,
it may have to happen. Like maybe it has to happen.
Yeah, to further
right?
the story.
Mm.
Like it might be on some shit like, okay, y'all saw how they got to this point. It's been 10 years
so
now,
they'll
nothing's
So
changed.
they'll probably do what you just said, the
Oh,
dragon
yeah.
shit, and then it'll jump.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that will be dope.
It would. It would be. It would work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two
Watch
of them
it-
beefing.
watch that
the
not be
dragons.
what happens.
Right, of course. When have we ever been right though?
I've only been really disappointed with Game of Thrones twice. Once there was an episode, like, remember there was like an episode where they battled and they like
Dark
fought?
as hell.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, everyone complains about that episode.
Yeah.
That whole episode, I'm like,
You can't see
Yeah.
shit.
nah, and it's
Yeah.
the whole
Yo,
episode.
I seen a meme that said spoilers for that episode without context, and it was just a black picture.
So I thought I was bugging. I didn't know that this was like the general consensus.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
don't
a general
know.
thing.
I don't
That's
know
how I knew
how-
exactly what episode you were talking about.
I don't know how legit it is, but they're supposed to be doing like a series on the Nightwalkers.
That'll be fire. So
You
my
know how-
man's
you know-
whatever.
So
Is
you're
that the
watching what they're doing.
Yeah, I
and
think that.
So my man said that he thinks that Damon is going to become the Night King's right hand man, one that with the short hair that was on the horse that John killed. He thinks that Damon becomes him.
that's interesting that you said that. You talking about
Wait.
the long-haired one?
Yeah, I think it's the long haired one. Yeah, the one that John kills. He's
No,
You know how there's a
wait,
long-haired
the
one?
first one?
No, there's one that's right beside the Night King. You got the
yeah.
long hair.
There's 2 of them, and then the Night King's in front. They're all on the horse.
I think that's him. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, so because now I'm confused about something. I just thought about something. And I don't remember where they tied it in at. Who was the baby? Remember when the Night King came and took the random baby?
I don't think they said who the baby was.
And he opened his eyes and hit.
No, yeah, it wasn't. It was the dude giving it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
The
was
one where-
sacrificing his sons.
No,
Yeah,
but they were
that's
Just
what he
fucking
did.
his
Yeah.
own daughters.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
about the one oh so the
He was keeping his daughters and getting rid of his sons
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
Night King.
Yeah.
Yeah. But remember but in the old one, it was like a baby that they showed in like some cavern or something, and then I forgot who was holding the baby, and then the eyes opened and it had blue. And I don't remember ever that baby tying in there. And they kept the baby.
Sure,
He
that
didn't kill
wasn't
the
a
baby.
prediction of. That was. You sure that wasn't like Stannis's kid there with the. That was
Shorty.
no. Oh yeah, you said blue eyes. Maybe.
Yeah.
You sure it wasn't the birth of one of the bastard, not the bastard kids, but the incest kids,
Well, the Targaryen.
the Lannister kids,
Oh,
or whatever. Not the Lannister incest kids, Joffrey and all them.
when did she get
Is it
birth?
one of their babies? Is seen in the vision?
I just don't remember it being tied to anything. I don't remember that being tied to anything, and I don't remember the red hair bitch being tied to anything. I felt like she was just
You sure it
random
wasn't
as hell.
talking about
The,
the
red-haired
first kid
chick.
she tried to have with the
Beautiful.
king, with the very first
Yeah,
king?
Yeah.
I think maybe it's that. Remember when she was talking about how she tried to love him in the beginning, and like she met, and they tried
Someone
to
Melisandre?
is that the
one
Lannister.
that's
No, no.
pregnant, takes her shit off, and turns into
No.
the evil spirit and
No,
shit?
now we're her.
Well, I'm talking about that.
Yeah,
with
the
second thing.
Lannister-
He's talking about the first.
Yeah,
thing.
the Lannister, the one that goes on to be the queen. I can't remember her name right now.
Cersei.
Cersei, yeah. So she's talking about her and the first king of in the series.
Yeah.
What was he?
Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Baratheon.
Baratheon.
Yeah. You sure wasn't talking about when she said you used to love him and they tried to have a kid and then they lost it and you just never. She never had a kid with him again. It's always been Jaime Sensen.
So you're saying that kid that the Night King
That
has
you're
is probably
thinking-
theirs? I'm just saying. No, I'm
true.
saying. No,
true.
I'm
I didn't
saying,
think of that. I didn't think of that. Yeah. It was like-
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
that-
the random kid that they kept showing just disappeared out of the.
I
out
just
of the
kept on going.
Yeah, you're
babies, yeah.
ridiculous. Like, yeah, there's just multiple babies. Like, babies on babies.
Yeah, they're all real babies, too.
on
throughout the whole-
babies.
I'm pretty positive that's what happened.
But what's
I could be wrong.
Melisandre's purpose?
She's just like a
She was
she's
just
the
a
Red
side-
Witch.
I know she's the Red Witch, but I'm saying like
she has the kid that doesn't even become a kid. It just turns into a goat. Like the
Yeah.
it comes into the assassin. She
Yeah,
gives birth
that's
to an
the point of
assassin.
her is to kill. Is
Just for the assassin part.
Right.
Everything else is kind of like, why do we have this bitch, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not.
she
I'm
does
not.
some-
Bugging.
All that was lead up to that.
She does some like leads them along. I think throughout the whole
She's trying to
thing,
find
but
the king.
She never delivers.
Right. You
You know
never
what I mean?
really know who the Lord of the Light is.
That's-
There's nothing really going on with that bitch. I'm really serious. Like,
No,
you think about it.
I think in
She,
the
like,
books,
gets old
though,
at the end.
I think in the books, the
Or she
Lord of the
fails.
Light like is supposed to mean more.
Really.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like is really supposed to be the one who like they thought like that Jaime Lannister would be the actual one that would come through at the
Wield
end.
flame of
You know, him
sword.
just how he turned good, you know, and he actually became like an alright dude. I actually like the fact that they made him kind of be like an alright dude. He's still kind of like a fucking
I like his change. I like the whole. I
Mm.
actually like everybody's story. To be honest.
Yeah.
Just the Red Witch is just.
yeah. I just don't like the way it ended. I thought
How many times have you watched it? Like the whole shit.
I watched up until the episode, like the last season,
Mhm.
like probably like 3 times total, just from
That's
like,
what I'm on. I'm on my third.
and but I've only watched the last season one time.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
I've watched that twice.
I've only watched. I watched everything
it does-
up until the last season.
It doesn't
3
bother
times.
me as much. What I will say is, obviously, you guys agree. I wish for something better.
Yeah.
I just wasn't content. But it's not. I think I had, or everybody had, like, because Game of Thrones is probably the only show that I know that lasted this long, where every fucking season was hard hitting.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's
usually,
it's like so many people's number one show. Like
it is we looked it up.
yeah.
It's definitely mine.
Yeah, I knew.
By the way, I don't care,
know-
but so y'all know it's break time. I don't know if y'all want to take a break or not.
Yeah, we'll just keep going.
Yeah, it's fine.
We'll just keep on going for now. Yeah, I mean, I know like having the White Walkers like see it all the way through to the end would be kind of like cheesy but I still kind of wanted that to be like the climatic thing. I thought that
Like-
would have been the dopest thing at the end of the day. Like people die from this feud and this and that, but at the end of the day, none of it matters because the White Walkers are coming anyways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you want them to win?
You know, eventually they fight their little squabbles. To it's just too less of them around. They have no choice but to like kind of close it out together and do a final brawl. I think that would have been like maybe some internal brawls happen, like the Hound and his brother and shit.
That's
you know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
literally just about to bring that up.
Yeah.
That's my favorite fight. Is the end between the two of them
I
going
don't
up
like
the
that
stairs, the
fight
tower.
at all.
I
Why?
thought I was
Hate that
pretty
fight.
Why?
That whole thing was
when he
lackluster.
fought the girl, it was better. That's it
Yeah,
shouldn't have been.
yo, they banged out.
Yeah, but there's no way that fight should be better than that fight. Like that's crazy.
No, I agree.
And then I have I didn't like when King Kong was fighting Godzilla on the fucking ships. Like I don't like when they're fighting in weird places. I want some like stationary shit.
Yeah,
like,
put it on some even ass terms.
like you guys are like on staircases and like shit's breaking and like it's like
I thought it was a fitting ending to their feud. Like the whole ambiance and all that. I thought it fit.
I feel like the writers were just like, fuck it, let's
Yeah,
just kill
let's just-
everybody.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? It's like we don't even gotta think no more. It looked like that.
I'm actually kind of glad this dude waited to write his book, you know, before they finished the show.
Because even
'Cause
what,
he can be like,
what is
yep,
that?
that's definitely not what they
Arya or Aya, what's her name?
Arya.
Arya.
What is it?
Arya.
Arya.
Arya. Arya.
Arya. So even with her dropping a knife, catching a here and killing dude or whatever the case may be, it's like that's cool.
It was kind of dope.
That's
like
cool,
I thought that was kind
but I
of.
think the battle should have been more.
I
exciting.
just was
agree.
mad that that's when it ended. That's
Yeah,
exactly the
it's
same
like-
shit. Yeah.
we went through 8 years
Yeah.
Right.
to get to
10
here?
years, 8 seasons.
Yeah, again, that should have been like some final battle shit. Where at the end of the day, it was like primarily the Starks at the end of the day that were leading.
That
it.
shit should have been
You
2
know what I mean?
episodes. You know what I mean? It should have been a cliffhanger.
John should have ended up king.
Yeah.
Because when you think about how many pivotal
Riding, he gets to save
episodes
one
they
of the
had-
dragons. Oh, that would have been dope.
Yeah.
If one of the dragons was like, yo, this bitch is evil. How?
Like there was mad crazy shit happening that you're like, this can't be how
in
it's
the
ended.
books, Daenerys, her going crazy and shit.
I didn't like
or not
that either.
Daenerys, Khaleesi, I'm sorry.
Where she was
Her
on-
going crazy,
Yeah. Well,
that
same
takes,
person.
in the
Actually,
books, that takes mad long. She doesn't just snap like that and go wild. In the books, I haven't read the books, but this is what I've been reading.
Yeah,
I
I've
read a
only
lot
read
about
the
this shit.
first
They say
one.
that whole thing about her losing her mind and doing all that, it takes
Well,
a
when you
while.
think about it, it happened over 10 years.
Mm.
So it's quick to us because it happened in a season, but you're
Mm.
actually watching her coming of age.
Yeah.
So technically it is. I think if they would have showed her slowly turning mad versus just snapping into the mad.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
how they
yeah.
do it in the book.
Right. Yeah. She did. It seemed like it was like some last season. Like it seemed like it was the last episode she turned mad.
Yeah, that's
Not
how it
even-
ended, wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah, but I'm
imagine-
saying it's not even the last season where she
imagine-
turned mad.
Right.
Where you
Imagine,
get every episode of her being mad.
Right.
yo, imagine it ended up like turning into this kid in the wheelchair being like Professor X, and all of them being like having like their own powers, and they end up forming like a team. You know what I mean?
You
It's
gotta
like,
stop.
yeah, it's the incest
Game
kid.
of superheroes.
Incest boy. Here
It's
I am.
See his mom and his dad pop up. And that's their superpower. They come
He's
from.
fucking
They're like,
breaking a rabbit. Is it black?
Yo, fuck Joffrey.
Yeah, he was a fucking evil little son of a bitch.
Yo, that whole crossbow
Yeah.
bedroom
I'm
scene
glad his midget son shot him
crazy, yo.
on the porta potty.
Oh, where he's fucking
with the
making
with
her
the-
hit
Just joking.
the girl with the scepter.
No, he hit her, not like over the head hit her.
Body, ass, everything. He was,
Yeah, he tore
Yeah,
that
no,
ass.
he was making her fuck her with the shit.
Mm.
I heard her being hit though. If you listen, he's hitting her.
Oh yeah,
Like the
that's a
scene
smack
switch
while I
and you
was
hear
doing it.
bang, bang.
Oh,
You don't. Yeah, he's not. I thought that when I seen it, but then you hear the hits.
Mm.
He said harder.
yeah. I think you might need to go back and rewatch that.
I
Sid.
did. Yeah, like
I think you might need to watch it
I
again.
did.
He's not hitting her, bro.
That's her queefing.
No, listen. He's making the girl. He's holding a crossbow on her,
I know.
and she's doing that shit with the fucking bedpost. And he's making her. He's telling her harder, or I'm gonna shoot you with the crossbow.
Yeah, but you're hearing it. Hit her.
Oh no, that's it. Yeah, he shoots it against the wall to like scare him.
She's not. That's not the sound of
pretty
her
positive.
being hit. That's the sound
That's
of her
something-
being hit. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Doesn't he shoot an
makes
arrow?
he pretty much makes her kill her via penetration.
That girl
Yeah,
died.
I can't remember.
Pretty sure.
I haven't seen that.
That's why
Like, I
that's
literally just.
yo. That scene is crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
no, it is. There's a lot of shit that, like, watching it again, I think this is the third or fourth time. Watching it again, I realized that there was. I don't understand how, like, you really be missing shit.
Mm.
Like, even though when you think you got it
Yeah,
all,
yeah, true that.
it's like.
Some
I'm like,
shit clicks later on.
The red
definitely.
wedding, crazy.
Oh,
Yo,
God, I
that-
haven't got there.
That shit's
Watching
still.
it again yet.
I
Yo,
still,
I'm almost
even if
there,
I
though.
see it to this day, I'm still like, damn.
Just out the blue, yo.
Yeah.
Like
I remember the first time I seen that, yo. I was like,
shut
yo.
the doors and start slitting throats. Yo.
Yeah, I was like so mad, so shocked, so
Yeah,
in love,
But-
like
but,
everything.
but when you watch it over again, right, you realize that there's so much foreshadowing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like so much, and you're just like, holy shit! You're like, really telling us that it's over? Like this shit is crazy.
I
so
saw it coming, but I
That's
didn't
J.J.
expect it.
Martin's writing though, right
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
That's or what? Yeah, that's
J.J. Abrams.
no,
No,
no.
No,
it's not
George. R.R.
Abrams.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Martin. I know
George
that's his-
R.R. Martin. Yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
He that's like his like the first couple of seasons, I think up to like the Red Wedding or whatever.
They are him.
and a
yeah.
little bit beyond is his. I think after like episode
HBO.
5 or 6,
Uh-huh.
they start veering in their own direction, I believe.
Really?
I
Yeah,
think
HBO.
So
Something
even
like that.
HBO,
or it's at least up to like the. I think it's up to like the Red Wedding.
The whole last
And, like,
season
maybe this-
is not his writing.
Does he have to sell that to them to be able to do that? Though,
I think is it just 6 and 7? That's not, or is it 5, 6, and 7?
I thought it was just 6 and 7.
The fuck was that? Did you hear that?
No, it's his phone.
Oh.
Yeah, nah. They because he hadn't finished the books. He hasn't concluded the story of Fire and
Yeah.
Ice, the song
He still
of Fire
hasn't
and Ice.
wrote it.
So they were like, "Yo, we're not gonna wait for you to finish this book, yo." And they finished their own version of A Song of Fire and Ice. That's not really how it's going to end. Nobody knows.
He's still writing it.
He's still writing.
That's interesting.
That's why it went like this and went because it wasn't him writing those last 2 seasons. It was HBO writers. That's why it sucked.
So now, what happens when he writes the end?
It's just the end of the books. The books and
You
the
know
show.
his end's gonna be better,
Of course.
especially now with him having a heads up.
Right.
It's like, oh, y'all ended it like that. That's trash. Like,
Right.
But he told me. I mean, not he told me. I've seen interviews with him where he's said that he's taken years just writing on one specific character.
Mm-hmm. He's been writing these books for years. But I mean, obviously he's doing something right. Whatever his process is, it is what it is. Because he gave us that.
Yeah, I will say I do really like the new House of the Dragon, and I'm excited. There's a lot of hate on Rings of Power. What do you guys think of She-Hulk?
I love it.
I haven't watched it.
I like She-Hulk
I fucking
a lot.
love it.
I like it. It's like I like its uppity kind of spirit that it has.
I hope it's not corny like Ms. Marvel.
Nah, it's nothing
No,
like Ms. Marvel.
Yo, it's like you'll see.
This shit is
It's
dope,
kind of
yo.
just like
Yeah.
it's almost in a sense it's
Satire.
in a sense, but it's not.
Nah, it's not satire.
Yeah, it's
The-
like
the-
still
the-
serious, but the way
The interaction between her and Bruce is fucking awesome.
It
yo.
is.
Like, because like
He's in the whole shit.
nah, just the first couple episodes. But like, cause he, you know how he really can't control the Hulk. He's either Hulk, Bruce Banner, or Smart Hulk kind of thing. She can come and go as she pleases. Yeah. She doesn't change. She
she
you
has
know how
no
the Hulk is his own
problems.
person.
Mm.
She is She-Hulk. Whether she's She-Hulk or
Yeah.
regular,
She's
her
just her
personality
same
doesn't
shit.
change. She just goes bloop. So as I was saying, and she's Hulk now, and then bloop, back to human.
Yeah.
Nothing changes, but her she gets stronger and all
Abominations like that too.
So
Really?
Yeah.
so there's a point.
Their personality stays
I don't
the
want-
same,
yeah,
but
yeah.
their physiology
I don't want to
changes?
ruin
Yo.
it for you, but there's a
Yeah.
point where like she's doing this to Bruce Banner to fuck with him, and he's like, "Yo, stop! You can control that shit." And she's like, "Bloop bloop bloop bloop," and he's like, "Yo, you know how many years it took me to
Yeah,
figure
he's
that out?"
He's pissed.
I'm telling you, it shows. Yo, it's good. Watch it. It's funny as hell.
Who wrote this? Did y'all look at the writers?
I think it was.
Nah, I haven't looked.
I want to say
You
it's.
think it's
I
the Thor writers?
think it's an Asian chick.
Asian chick?
I believe so. I could be, or either that or black. I can't.
All I know is I'm excited to go home and watch.
I like the way
The
she
new one.
looks. I know that. Like,
She does look good.
like the hair is like flowing and shit.
Yo,
That shit is like.
It's kind of like. It seems a little like they're not quite there with it. Like it's like still like a little blurry to me in a sense.
I don't know. I don't have any complaints.
but
I don't
it
want to hear your
still like
nonsense.
looks good. So, and I
Shut
like
up your
the
face.
and I like the show. So it doesn't-
Blasphemer.
I don't even really think about it.
You're saying that she still looks like she's.
They
not
could have put a little
blended.
bit more better detail into it. I
Yeah.
think
That shit looks good. Come on. Fucking
looks-
lie.
it looks
Is she
good,
muscular
but
or is she?
I
just
think
big?
I think Bruce Banner Hulk looks way better even in the same shit. But they
Really?
already-
I don't see a difference.
Yeah, I do. But they already have him made, so they're just using that shit from the movies. You know, what I'm
And
saying?
they're
They
gonna
already
be,
have the.
and they're gonna be able to like throw her into like the movies.
Yeah.
But I will say that shit's
she's
super.
canon now.
Yo, it's super hard, but their animation is flawless. So, you know what I mean.
Yo,
All that-
and she
so-
breaks the fourth wall constantly.
Yeah,
When she turns around and looks at the camera and talks to the audience,
That's crazy.
she does it
She
mad
does
times.
that?
Like Deadpool. She does it. She's known for doing that.
yeah.
In the
All that
comics
shit's
too.
in the trailer, so that's not
Yeah,
really like.
yeah, that's not spoiler.
She'll just.
She'll look right over and be like, "That's a lie," and then go back to the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like dope the way they do it. Dude. Yeah, they.
I forgot. It's on Thursdays now, though, not Wednesdays.
Yeah, I just watched the newest one today.
I haven't watched the newest one
So
yet.
how
I'll
many
go home and watch
episodes
it
are out?
tonight.
3.
3 as of today.
3.
You guys are fully pleased.
So
I
I
am.
haven't watched the third one yet, but he's
I just
saying
wish
he
they were
likes-
longer.
Yeah.
What are they?
They feel
they're
short.
Like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're like teaser
But I heard they're
episodes.
supposed to have a lot of episodes. I think it's like 19, 20 in a
Oh,
season.
word.
Not like 8, 6 or 8, you know.
Yeah, because it feels like they stop right as they start going for me.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, all right, I'm settling into this episode now. And then,
25
boop,
25
I bet
to
when the
30.
first season comes out and you watch the whole thing, though,
Yeah.
it'll be kind of dope.
But 25 to 30 minutes is crazy. That's like.
Yeah.
That's
Like
what I'm
the-
saying.
yeah.
Like, as soon as you settle in.
Yeah, it's
So,
over.
with most of the Marvel shows, I have time to put it on, sit down, roll up, and smoke, and then it's over. I rolled up, and it was over. And I was like, yo. Nah, hold on, wait a minute.
Like I got a whole process where like when I'm rolling, I watch YouTube, and then as soon as the rolling's over, then I'll pop on whatever I want.
I kind of have a similar,
You know what I mean?
similar kind of.
Because with YouTube, I don't gotta actually like look.
Yeah.
I could just let the shit play, whatever
Yeah, I instantly sit down and like look and go right to YouTube and see like what video games are coming out.
Yeah.
They have all these.
What's coming out?
I like builder games and shit too.
Yo, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just came, or not them, but they just dropped the entire compilation of every Ninja Turtle game in one collection called the Cowabunga Collection.
That 8-bit
I copped it,
style kind of.
and it's fire. Oh no, yeah, it's the actual Turtles in Time arcade games and shit. They're just emulators on the PlayStation. Oh yeah, 4 players, all that. I was getting busy with Emma earlier.
Yeah, I haven't played that shit in so long.
They got the fighting one.
Battletoads?
They have all the. Yeah, I remember that shit.
That shit was dope.
They should remake that. That would be dope.
They remade Samurai Showdown. It was corny.
Yeah, I have it.
I was gonna buy it, but I was like, I don't want to buy it.
It's corny. I got onto that because of you and Anthony.
Yeah, I fucking
remember we used to go
game.
to Fantasy Realms every we was
4D.
Yeah,
that's when I.
Right there. By you.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
there. Johnson.
That little small little.
There's a lock shop right next to it.
Primal Rage too, didn't they?
Yo, are you talking about Dragon's Lair?
No, it's 4D.
No, it's called 4D.
4D comics and whatever sports cards. Yo, I was like,
the idea
that was like before it got into other places. That was like the place to go to play that shit. And we were like the second ones to ever beat the final boss.
Yeah.
Yo, they were mad because we came in and they had worked up to that level, and then they ran out of quarters. So I came over, fucking popped my quarter in, and I was on like the last 2 people. I finished the last person, and then I was at the boss. Bam! Beat the boss. They were so pissed off. They're like, "Yo, that was our work." Fuck it, couldn't close the deal. I had to close the deal.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
You put in all that work.
It's reality, baby.
Yeah. It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Did not sign the closing contract.
I am currently watching the final season of Better Call Saul.
I wanted to start watching that, but I just never have.
It's actually
someone from Breaking Bad Saul.
Yeah.
So that's like the 3rd spinoff. Because then they have like.
Nah, it's the first spinoff. They had a movie. Yeah. They had El Camino.
I watched the movie, but I'm saying, isn't there another Saul movie or spinoff? No.
And this is a
How
prequel.
many seasons of this?
7.
Okay.
No,
so
6.
Okay, so I'm not bugging. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the same.
So
shit.
it's over now. It's already been spoiled for me that who showed up and stuff. But,
is it good? Like the overall show?
I bought the last season because it wasn't on Netflix. They only had 5 seasons on Netflix, and I was like, no.
It's not on Hulu?
I don't know. I didn't check all that. So I went right to Amazon.
I got everything. I think
I do too.
I don't got Apple TV, and I don't have.
I got Apple TV. I got Stars. I got Paramount.
So
I don't have that.
My PS5 came with a free 6-month subscription to Apple TV. Fire.
So watch C.
I started to.
See, I haven't.
Can't get into it.
No, it's corny.
What is it?
Or it's slow. C with Jason Momoa.
It's slow.
No,
what I did watch though
watch
is Fall of Mankind.
Well, what's that?
Fall of Man. I'm sorry. That's fire. That's about the space race back in the the race to the moon. Mm-hmm. But this is what if the Russians beat us, and we never stop the space race because of that. It becomes a fucking pissing contest between us and Russia all the way up until now, and because of that, we have FaceTime and shit in the 70s. Because technology doesn't stop, but it looks like 70s shit. It's FaceTime, but it's an old ass looking TV, but it's FaceTime. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Like it's fire, yo. They have a whole space station.
Or a movie?
This is a show. It's got like 4 seasons or something. Fall of Man, and the whole thing
sounds like fucking Fallout.
The whole thing takes place, similar kind of. The whole thing takes place from like the 60s, and as of right now,
what's the name again?
Fall of Man.
I was thinking of the other show.
It's like
that's
the
on.
80s or the 90s where it ends up as of right now, where we've gone to. They got a whole international space station and all type of shit. Yo, it's fire.
It's crazy.
Wow,
it's a dope show. The whole thing that kept me going was, what else am I gonna see that I have now? You know what I mean, that I'm gonna see back in '75. Yeah, it's on Apple TV. Cool. It's the only place to watch it is Apple TV. Unfortunately, but I got lucky because I was like, free subscription for 6 months?
Yo, will you send that to me in your phone?
Got you.
Yo, like right now.
Subscription for 6 months. Why?
I don't want to forget the name of it.
But I mean, I better get that shit for like a fucking $700 system.
And I was going to say, your PlayStation came with it, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the Apple TV's offering that to everybody.
Only if you buy a PS5.
Yeah. Son keeps asking me for it. I don't even have one.
He said, I don't even have one.
I know he'll take care of it.
Yo, once you start playing on a 5, you won't. You'll
There
play
is
on
a
the
big
4,
difference. I played on the
yeah.
5 with you.
Yeah.
There's a big
Yeah.
difference. When I went home and turned my shit on,
Still.
It's just not the
this
same.
ain't it. Yeah, no, it's
The speed, the way games just start right up and shit. Like,
Yeah, the way once you go PC.
I know.
Yeah,
He's
talk
about
about-
to. He said he's working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start with the Steam Deck. I'm gonna start with that.
What's that? What is this?
Just that fucking PC.
It's a handheld PC, basically, strictly for gaming. So Steam is a website that
It's not a PC though.
Well,
Get a PC.
it's a handheld.
There's so much you can do with the
So
fucking
Steam is a
PC.
website that you buy. It's like cloud, okay?
Or
but
get
for
a
video
laptop.
games.
Or get a dope laptop.
You buy the games and they're stored on this cloud and you have access to them whenever. So a Steam Deck, you have access to all these games, but handheld,
Mhm.
and I can do emulators and all the other stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
That's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at.
Mm.
Why? What's the big deal?
Yeah, just because
If
you
he
can
can join in
you
and kick
can-
your ass,
you
what does it
can
matter?
crank shit up. Like if they
Oh, you can't do
if
that.
they if they
I don't think you can do that. I don't think it's customizable.
if they turn up, I can overclock all my shit. And like I got liquid cooling and like all types of customized shit that I put in there. So
Yeah,
that
but you made your shit.
yeah, but now all I have to do is like, if they come up with like say a new glorious patch, I just worst case scenario, I just update my graphics card. So and all my games still work. I don't have to.
So you're saying
I don't have to
with
worry
Steam
about
Deck, you
system updates. Then like my game came out for this
Yeah.
this system only. No, I'd also get like so a lot of times they are more apted to remake the PC versions for, like with better graphics and shit like that, and like ray tracing. I know like consoles have that shit now, but like
And don't you got like both your computers are gaming computers, right?
both of them are gaming capabilities.
And you have a
so-
gaming laptop, right?
Yeah.
Weird flex,
I don't
but
even-
okay.
I don't-
You see why I threw that in there? Like,
Right.
just so the audience knows.
I just want to
This guy is humble flexing.
Right.
Because I don't, to the
I
world.
mean, that's a
they
$1,000
might-
laptop.
I was about to say to
No,
the
that's
to the world.
$1,600.
Oh.
I was gonna say
And that's not even that expensive.
Right. No, I know. It's not.
to the world they might hear gaming and they're like,
Mm.
Yeah,
but
no.
like you're spending bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
this
couldn't-
guy built this.
My
computer.
guy's
This
got
is
more
still-
monitors on his gaming computer than most people have in their whole
Yeah,
house.
He built this shit. You can see in it.
So now, mind you, PC builders like they will know like exactly what the fuck he's talking about. So it's not, but there's some investment in there. It's it's still in like relation to the top running computers. It's not fucking with those top running ones now. I'd have to update. It was 3
Top
years.
running with buying the equipment that would make it top running, or you're talking about there's actual computers
They've
you can
done
buy?
3 years worth of updates since
Yeah.
I
He's
put
saying
mine
where
together,
his is
so-
right now, he's
I'm not-
outdated.
Yeah, I mean my shit still run things fine, but I could definitely upgrade all my shit. You know what I'm saying? I think
If you were to upgrade,
if I would upgrade
how
now,
much would it cost you right now?
I would probably want to spend like $3,000, but I'd kind of feel like
You
going.
make me so sick.
But I'd want to go spend that $3,000 on like a trip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really need to upgrade the computer, so that's
But
why I'm
that's
just
what
like,
it would be.
But that's what like if I'm gonna do it, that's what I'm gonna.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But I'm just
You're
chilling.
good.
Like I'm
Yeah.
buying things when I want them. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking.
Yeah, you're blessed. You're
Yeah.
like,
I'm like, oh, I need pants. Here's fucking 6 pairs. You know what I mean?
the life of a millionaire.
Yeah. It's far from that, dude. That would be sweet.
We would not
Some
see
people
you.
some people think I am, but
We would not see you.
no, hell no. Yeah, I would be bounced.
You know what I realized?
Yeah, but he'd be gone. But he would
You
be
know
like,
what-
"Yo, what are y'all doing for the next 2 weeks? Come on."
Do you know
Mm.
anyone? Let me ask you guys
Sure.
a question. You guys know quite a few people in all colors. Is there anybody that you can think of, no names, just in interactions or overall, whether they're people you know or people that you've witnessed on TV or whatever it is may be, where you could actually think about if tough people are only tough when they're broke?
Mm.
Because I don't really know rich people that act tough.
Mm.
people who have money.
I think being
have a
broke
different
makes
option.
you tough.
Generally speaking, it depends on how you got rich.
I think being broke makes you tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you could have hit you could have been a thug and hit the lottery.
dude, that's
Nigga, I'm still popping your way.
Right.
And
Well,
don't
like,
touch my shit.
I think-
People that are mad rich are getting pinched all the time.
Yeah. I think being broke will make you rich in many ways. Because like it'll make you
Tough.
sorry.
Yeah.
How
Tough.
you
Yeah,
supposed
that's
to-
what I mean.
I'm
Not
saying-
rich,
I'm
I mean
saying-
tough. Yeah.
I'm saying the
It'll
only
make you
people
tough
who are
physically,
acting
spiritually, emotionally.
No.
All
Okay,
of that.
so maybe I'm using the wrong word. Because you guys like that. I'm not. When I'm saying tough, I'm not talking about it's life building you up.
No,
to-
I mean
No,
like
I'm
being
talking
a
about
dick.
guys that, like
Yeah.
guys that are just like
Yeah,
like
fuck you
Gang
up.
banging
still,
on bacon
like-
and shit.
right.
So
So I think that they don't have enough money.
So I think at the end of the day, usually people like that have some insecurity, somewhat. Period. You know what I mean? And like, I think all of us at some point have that moment ourselves. That person just lives in that constant state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I've had moments where like someone's bragging so much, especially like all fucked up and stuff, and someone's bragging so much, and like you say like, "Hey, motherfucker, have you ever seen this or did that?" No, then shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But yeah, beyond that,
So it was Cameron had said it.
Cam
was like getting interviewed by Gilly. He was like, the only niggas that's tough is broke niggas. He said, as soon as you get a little paper, you ain't thinking about being tough. And he said, and the proof to the matter is that when you get money, you move out of the hood. Like if you wanted to be tough, you just stay there with your money and just be tough.
Right.
But you don't. You get the fuck out of there and you're not tough no more. So he was like, tough is just the result of being broke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Gilly was like, yeah, he was like, when you're tough and you're broke, he said you be in a car and somebody cut you off, your girl's driving, and somebody cut you
Yeah,
off.
you don't want to get out.
You like all extra, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Can't you see that? When you got a little money, you start blaming your girl, like, lady, you know you drive a little crazy, you gotta slow down. You don't see the light. That shit had me, because it's kind of true.
Yeah.
You know, when you're making a little something, you start to be reasonable.
No,
I got shit to lose.
You know what? You know what? That's actually
It is, right?
fucking hilarious.
It is.
Because besides like certain moments at work,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even get.
You don't
like,
get around.
I don't stew on things. That's
When you're
funny.
making a little
even at
chicken,
work, I don't really
even
stew on
leg.
things for long. Sometimes I have fucked up
Leg
days.
just be breezing through life. Yeah. Think about it. Like all of us, when's the last time you seen us being extra?
I just have a stressful job, but yeah, I never spaz out on no extra shit.
We making paper.
No. I mean, I have. Like,
I mean,
when
I
you guys
can't
get heated argument.
argue with it. He's not wrong.
No. But let us be strapped.
Right.
Nah, I will say,
We'll be
Still-
strapped.
He's still not wrong. You're right.
yeah, I will say.
When's the last time you seen Justin talk?
Facts.
Oh yeah, too bad.
He came out the womb angry too, because he was broke.
He's an asshole, but the tough shit is gone.
Yo,
He's extra, but
Yeah.
He just got promoted again at my job. Shout outs to him.
That's
Shout outs
what's
to
up.
Justin.
Shut up, man.
He's doing a hell of a job.
That's what's up.
Hell of a motherfucking job. He's
Good for him.
yeah, he's killing it.
yeah, that's at the end of the day. I'm motherfucking at that level.
Yeah, he's a dickhead, but like,
Yeah.
but yeah, the tough shit is gone. That nigga is not trying to be tough.
Well, you know, it doesn't get you anywhere.
It does when you ain't got
Well,
shit to lose.
Well, it depends on what direction you want to go. You know
right,
what I mean?
right. You're like,
If you want to just go to a more, a different type of stress, but like, I don't know. To me, this is a stress that I like. It's more of a kind of like a puzzle to
like
solve.
think about the club. You know, how you got the guys in the corner that's grilling. They can't buy a drink.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be in the corner. They'd be
They'd
at
be
the
at the
bar.
Yeah, they be popping like
Yeah, the guys at the bar are smiling. Think about that. When Cam said that, I said, God damn it, Cam. You know what? You know what else he said? That shit had me dying in a Breakfast Club interview years ago. They were talking about his girl, and you know he was public with his woman. They were like they were on like one of the reality shows and all that.
Love and hip hop.
One of them, I don't know. But it was pretty like out there that he was with a shorty. They were doing a lot of social media stuff. Make a long story short, they broke up, so everybody started asking questions. He said, "I'm not her type no more." And when he said that, that shit had me dying because he's saying it like, because they're like, "Yo, she still loves you." He said, "Yo, listen." He said, "I was willing to go back to her and work it out because I love her or whatever the case may be. But as soon as she started dating him, and he's the opposite of me, I realized I'm not her type.
No.
So we're all set. I was like, yo.
That's kind of the same shit that I'm on.
But that reality of saying,
Yeah.
like, I'm not your type. No, we're not playing no games.
Mhm.
You over there now.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
there's
on that side
many
now.
levels of, but what your interest is,
Mhm.
like currently, like or
Yeah, clearly.
yeah, the
you-
things that make you feel a happy place aren't the make.
That's not me.
Yeah,
So clearly you change your type.
yeah,
And I'm not mad,
yeah.
but that's the
No,
reality.
I just, no, yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just sometimes some situations.
Oh, trust me, because
I'm just
we
like,
were in
yo,
similar
The
situations.
fuck.
Like right now, mine's acting a little wild, like super wild, but she can't get the best.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
All right,
so
Maya.
I will say, like, I don't
I heard she's a whore, but
I don't
Oh,
spaz
for
out
real?
like I used to. Like, there's certain things I would fucking spaz the fuck out.
Oh,
Now, I like argue somewhat, and then I'm just like, whatever, just fucking pay it or just do whatever. Fuck.
Your piece is
Today,
more
I just
important.
dropped like fucking my electric bill's like $500, dude.
over there?
Yeah. And then the last month, like $475. I just had to drop like either $897, some shit like that. Whatever the math was. I was like, what the fuck?
God
Yeah.
damn. What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sleeping with the lights on?
Yo, all I know is all that shit is ending.
Like, I'm paying for them. Well,
I'm-
you could relate.
I'm
Paying
moving
for
back.
a mortgage that you in a house you don't live in. Like that.
That's
is
exactly it.
wild. I'm at my mom's crib paying for mortgage.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? And then I start to think like I've been looking for apartments and shit. And I'm not like what I want is like one place I looked at, they got oil heat. I'm like, this is
Yeah,
this
I pay
isn't a-
oil for both places. And the electric bill for both places.
This
Cable
has
for
oil?
both places. Yeah. It's an old house.
Oh, now you make me feel bad. Oil in
Yo,
an
it
apartment.
shit averages out at the end of the day,
In an
though.
apartment though?
Yo, gas is fucking high, too, dude. Like, I don't barely burn. No, this apartment, I barely burn through oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I probably don't even have to buy oil. Again, like, so I already probably should buy oil for the other spot. But
Maybe I should consider
that's
that.
where, like,
What, so how, what's
some
the
things
most
I
you
wasn't
spend?
considering. I was like, yo.
Well, hey, I'll give you this. Your minimum drop for oil is around $400.
All right, because I was paying when it was 600, like for 100
Your
gallons.
minimum is 400, even if you don't require the 400.
They won't do anything less than a certain amount of gallons.
No, I get 100 gallons.
and
and
that's how much?
That's like probably I don't know what the current market is.
yeah,
but
it
when I was
depends on
paying-
the.
I'm gonna
the
fill
price.
up if it's down that low because if it goes back up with the wintertime,
So basically, it's between $450 and $600.
And what is the like how much are you getting out of this before you have to
It depends on how many people and what you're running.
yo. So all I know,
average wise though, you think?
all I know is $500 a fucking for a month of electricity when it's not like electric heat or anything
Yeah,
like that.
that's
It's like the AC was running all
So
the time. and
Bird
shit, but still,
fills
it's
up-
like energy saving AC. Like with
Bird said he gets like 2 deliveries of winter season of oil at $450 a pop,
I think I know why.
and it's just him. He says he gets about 2 deliveries.
Yeah, I'm about to read. Like, yo, so this is the good thing though. With
That's from fucking now, basically.
That's a trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know. That oil shit must sound good.
yeah. Now, again, it all averages out though. Like there's that one point where I was glad I was spending oil money, not gas money, because gas was way higher.
But aren't you like is
It-
your
yo,
oil heating your hot water?
Uh,
Doesn't the gas heat the hot water?
yeah, all of it's. No, I think I don't know actually. To be honest with you,
Well, are you paying water?
No.
Hot water?
no, no, I'm not paying for the water,
So you're most
but I think I'm paying for the heating of the water.
you are.
I believe so. Like it's in either my electric or my oil. I think it's heated by the oil. So yeah, like that's how it usually is because that's how it's at my other house too. Like if the heater's off,
I wouldn't
you ain't
mind paying oil for a house. I feel weird paying it for an apartment.
Yeah, no, but the good thing is though, is like I said, like if you fill this tank all the way up, it's like I think 250 gallons. I don't know which one. Like that shit's gonna last you a while. This apartment doesn't get hot or it doesn't get cold like quick easily. Like you can easily crank it up and the shit's hot. You know what I mean? I literally don't burn through much oil here. The other house is a hog.
Really?
Yeah, but but that's before I had like the new windows in, like all that good shit. So I think this year, and I got to get the furnace fucking serviced think I do that. I don't think I'm going to burn that much oil this year. I think I'm going to be able to conserve a lot more.
I was in a store before I got here, and 3 church dudes approached me talking Passovers. And I have them explain, I'm like, what is Passover? Start going into all this stuff, going into Bible verses. So, obviously, you already know where this is headed. But I'm trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Really trying to get here. They're actually the reason why I came at this time. That's the higher power's honest truth. Right? So, I'm there having to talk with them, letting them get their shit off. And I really don't want to do this. So, it gets to a point where I'm telling, they're like, well, what do you believe in? And I'm just about peace. I know what's right and wrong. I'm just trying to live my life. Like all this, you guys need all these different instruments to keep you in line. I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? No disrespect to you. I just know what to do with myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then it goes into this thing where I ended up saying that I basically told them that me believing the way that I'm believing allows me to absorb as much information as possible. Because I'm not subscribing to anything. I can go anywhere I want and listen. I said, that's how I'm here with y'all. Just soaking it all in. Gave me 1,000 verses. I didn't say anything. I said, but I bet you the moment I start speaking my truth, you guys run. They're like, couple lines in, starts popping out. This dude's like, all right, Lance, see you later. I said, you see your boy? I said, and that's the shit that's why I will never join a religion. I said, because as soon as it doesn't work for y'all.
I'm curious. What did you say?
What do you mean, what did I say?
You said a couple lines in, my man bounced.
My truth.
Yeah. What did you say?
What my truth? You all know y'all
I know, but I want to hear what you said to him is what I'm saying to you.
That I don't need. So basically what I told them like this, I said, the instrument you're using is the instrument you're using at the level you're at. This doesn't mean I'm higher than you or lower than you. It just means that you require that instrument and I don't require an instrument. So maybe one day I might require that instrument or one day you might not require that instrument.
See, I would take it only one step further and say, like, I feel personally like you're shackled, but, you know, that's in my opinion, and that doesn't make it right.
We got into opinions.
Mm.
And he tried to say that he's not having an opinion. I said, the moment we started having a conversation, you went to verses. So the fact that you had to use verses to try to prove your opinion, you know what I mean? He says, it's not an opinion. It's an opinion because everything you're stating is not a fact. And that's the problem. I said, I'm sitting here telling you that everything is subjective. We can have our own personal bias about something. That's not wrong. But start approaching people with saying, in my opinion, that works.
Right.
Don't try to approach me making it seem like this is law.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not. Because there was shit way before this. And I said it's a known fact that this book was used to enslave my people. I'm all set. Like, so he's like, all right, Lance. So his boy starts stepping forward. He starts running. So I was like, got my hand out, and he's not reaching for my hand. I'm like, look at that. You won't even give me a handshake, but you want me to believe in your God. This is wild to me.
Wow.
So he gives me a handshake on the strength of that, and then his boy is like still trying to.
That's how all of them are.
And that was what I was trying to say without saying, and then his boy is still standing there, and he's still preaching to me, his boy, and I'm like, you're the truth, because outside of how I feel and you feel, you're still here standing your ground. This guy took off and ran. As soon as it didn't work for him, he ran. It's like, that's what I said. I can't subscribe to quitters. Like, y'all, it's not real.
Right.
If you believe in God, I should still be seeing him right here.
Right.
He don't believe.
Not only that,
I said, so now do me a favor. Start working on him. Instead of working on me,
you obviously
work on your boy.
Yeah.
So that you can get your message across. Because he's not the guy to do it.
Yeah, he's not completely buying it himself, by the way.
He's not.
So I agree with that, right? I believe, if that's what you truly believe, you're going to stand up and defend whatever
in the face of anything.
Right.
And before he left, he said,
but isn't it his job though too to convert? Isn't that what he's preaching? to help get people onto their side?
Yo,
Don't you have to meet everything with a challenge? You think everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, I'll join."
quick
I told him
sidebar.
he had to be Christ-like. I said, if you're following Christ, you should be Christ-like.
Yeah,
He
you should
said,
be like,
no
"That
one-
is okay."
He said,
like,
no
you-
one could be Christ-like. I
you-
said, I'm Christ-like. I was minding my business.
You know what?
Can I,
You know
can
what?
I give y'all?
I bless you on your path. I bless you on your path, and just know that this is.
Let me give
bless
y'all
me
a
on
little
mine.
funny sidebar. 2 seconds. You can go right back to it, but it's related to this. I seen a comic earlier that was like this dude knocks on the door and he says, "Merry Christmas, we're singing Christmas carols," and the lady's like, "Well, so and so's not here, or no, they can't come to the door because they're Jewish." And he goes, "Oh, well then tell her I said knock knock," or Jehovah's Witness. Said I'm a Jehovah's Witness. He goes, "Oh, well then tell her I said knock knock."
Oh my god!
Instead of Merry Christmas.
Yeah. But I can't. Oh, and then they started using, and then, I'm big on words, as both of you are. So they're using these words like flock and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to be a part of anybody's flock.
Right.
You're not
And
gonna be
so
my shepherd.
He was like, but that's what Jesus is using. And I'm like, yo, y'all keep referring to Jesus, but y'all not acting like Jesus. I said,
Yeah.
and they were like, well, no one can act like Jesus. I am. I was minding my business, coming out of here. I shared information, never got tricked out of my position, never downplayed you, had respect, had good intent.
Right.
I'm moving as righteous as I can as I'm learning to move more righteous. I said, that's all it is. I said, as long as I'm not doing bad by people, I don't need all these other sources of power
Right.
to convince
Right.
me that I have
Right.
power. Like,
That's the same shit here. I'm not trying to.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there's no shade on what y'all got going on.
Right.
It might be working for y'all.
I'm doing,
But it
but I'm
just
doing
ain't
my
my
It
thing.
ain't my thing.
Right.
doing my thing. Whoever wants to share in that,
And
That's
I'm not
awesome.
knocking on your door or trying to stop you in the store to tell
No.
you about my truth.
Well, he said.
or I'm not
he said-
challenging somebody
Right.
else.
he
So
said-
let me be me.
He said, well, you got to, he said, you don't think God found you? I said, God found you.
Mm.
That's why we're having this conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean? God found you.
Mm.
Like, I was coming out of the store and you guys stopped me.
Mm.
So this was for you. This
Mm.
isn't for me.
Right.
This was for you. Because I was going to keep it moving. So now you're getting this gospel. You know what I mean?
Don't you get it? I'm
I said,
telling
look
you,
at your
I'm
boy.
God.
He's already by the door. Like, look at your boy.
Look at him. Look at him go.
Yeah, imagine.
I wasn't even trying to send him
you ever
packing.
seen that movie G with Eddie Murphy?
No.
Is it G? Yeah, it's G.
What?
Well, yeah, where he's like, the concept is like he's God, right? And he goes and like,
Eddie Murphy movie called G?
yeah, and he's
Sure,
maybe-
it's Eddie Murphy, not Eddie.
no, it's
Murphy or
definitely
some shit.
Eddie Murphy, but maybe the movie's not called G, but he's G in the movie, and he's pretty much God.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets into like the home shopping networks where he's on the ship, but he's saving like two people, and like helping them fall in love too. It's like he comes when this dude doesn't believe in any exists kind of type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole shit. Like when he does come, he's tied up in game show network or not game show, shopping network channels selling fucking necklaces.
That's ridiculous.
But he's doing it in a dope way. But he's pretty much saying
But he's
too,
God?
like he's sitting there doing with the shit. He's going, you don't need this stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all in your heart. He's just wearing simple robes the whole nine,
Yeah.
and like, but they still tie it in. And man fucking manipulates it to their need for the shopping network to make money. It's like the whole principle of
let me tell
of
you
the
something.
church.
I could
It's
never,
crazy.
ever, and this is no shade. I have a lot of close people that I love dearly that are involved with these shenanigans, right? But have you ever, like, how in the world could you hear somebody telling you that, yeah, he said to drink his blood and eat his flesh, and not like consider why that's the metaphor? Like, how, like, out of all metaphors in the world, we're using flesh and blood. Like, that's really like, you know what I mean? Like,
cannibalism. Really?
It's lower vibrational. I don't see anything high vibration about drinking someone's blood and eating flesh. I don't care how righteous they are. Like, when you start to get into blood and flesh and all
That sounds more demonic.
Well, if you think
to me,
the Anunnaki, if you think about it, they did it with Starfire.
yeah, but they're not claiming that they're Jesus.
You
see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, they're not trying to make themselves
they
seem like
have
they're
So I'm not aware of Starfire.
no.
So Starfire is the practice to that made them stronger, live longer, be more enlightened was they drank the menstrual blood of the females.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it was like, I can't remember if it was like at certain periods all the time
Cycles.
or yeah.
Okay.
But,
And ritualistic.
yeah, for whatever the reason, that shit had the, melatonin.
That's
It was
why
like
they
a
were
high count of melatonin and like other shit in it. Because, it's pineal gland and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff, dude. That's crazy. That's
Right, so I'm going to sit here and listen to this guy.
right.
So, it's like not fair that I have to take this abuse. And keep in mind that I'm telling him that, like, bro, I have somewhere to go. And I actually don't want to do this. Like, not that I don't want to do this. I love this. This is my shit. I'll probably won't show up to the show fucking with you guys.
Right.
Because I love it that much, right?
But your boy already
I don't
bailed.
want to do this to you. No, this is before he
Yeah,
bailed.
you'll go home and change
I'm telling
your
him
whole
the future.
You challenge your whole shit. I've challenged so many. Like
Of course.
it's funny because I've never challenged any of them.
Yeah.
But I've gotten challenged,
That's what they
and I've
do.
always come out the victor.
We're
in every-
minding our motherfucking business. You know how much shit the three of us know in conjunction with our boys and shit like that? Like, that's our shit, right? And we don't go beating on nobody. We mind our motherfucking business. But here I am, minding my business.
It's funny that you say
Right?
that because that is the actual truth.
And they'll tell you God's finding you. Like,
No, you really are running
if I
around.
broke down the list of things that God should have came and helped with,
Right.
that I had to figure out.
It's funny though.
Right.
It's funny though because what you say is super true. Like I didn't find God, you found God.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb true. What up, Easy? I see you.
You found God and then want to tell me about it.
That's cool. I'm here to listen.
See,
I
this
sit here
doesn't
and
look
listen to-
awkward.
I said I listened to 15,000 verses. I start getting into my truth. Look at your quote.
Right.
That really looked over.
And when I'm saying I listen to verses, quiet as hell. I'm not, well, what do you mean by nothing? I'm just like, because I actually didn't plan on saying a goddamn thing. I was going to say, all right, that's good shit. Well, maybe I'll look you guys up. Boop, boop. Got in the car.
Right.
But no, this nigga started getting into like, come see us. What is it you believe? Why do you believe that? Have you ever? It's like, bro, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't open Pandora's box.
You really
You don't want to know what's
into it.
inside.
Yeah, the problem is I
Remember, you
my
did this.
memory isn't so great anymore, so I also like don't even like. I mean, I can still pull some shit out the memory banks, but I'm not really currently reading or
I'm not
watching
either,
it. I haven't
but
in
if
a while.
somebody-
So,
if
but
you
yeah, you
walked
start
out your
getting me all
front door
passionate
right now,
Yeah,
someone walking, and you're like, I got time today.
Yeah.
I got time
No,
today.
let's do this. Come on. Yeah, that's what your mission is. You fucking start walking, you're down the street.
How about what if we
Just
did
looking.
that? Could you imagine if we said, you know what, fuck it,
Yo, we're gonna
not-
post up real
we're-
quick.
No, we're not posting.
Yo,
we're
we'll
not
just
going
go-
to work. We're gonna knock on niggas' doors and tell them what we believe.
Sir, have you
Yo,
ever heard of the
did you-
Anunnaki?
Did you know Dracula gets a great blood king, the Grail
Right.
King bloodline?
Right.
Sir, do you have a minute to hear about our Lord and Savior Enki?
I'm
Like,
loving it.
what?
You hear about the enslavement of Enlil?
Wow.
But yeah, that shit's good. Yo, the whole gig. Yo, the first time I read the Epic of Gilgamesh, like
That was dope.
it was like really cool to like I don't know, man.
And we got it at a ripe age. You know what I mean? Like, I think it wouldn't hit the same if we got it now. We'd be
Yeah.
like, we'd probably feel stupid.
Yeah,
It would be reversed. It'd be like, God damn it, this was here?
yeah.
But
No,
we
I
got
think
it at an
because of
age,
that,
yeah.
yeah, I'm able to absorb whatever comes.
Yeah,
you know
we're
what I mean?
like, bro, life's great. We're
Yeah.
not even seeing it like these people.
Right.
We're like, we know what we know, and we're cool.
Mm.
Them, they're like,
See, my thing is this: like, none of us know what is really true. We know
Right,
our
so
truth
relax.
Once
exists.
you accept
Exactly.
that, yeah.
And that's
so
what makes it where I don't give a fuck.
once you
what-
accept
know what I mean?
that
Like-
first, you're forever enlightened.
You're
you know what I'm
actually
saying?
free.
Yeah,
Right,
because you
like-
know, no matter what, You have no fucking clue
Right.
And I
You
kept
know?
telling, I was like, yo, you guys are going off opinions. Like, how are these opinions?
until
they're
you
not
die,
facts,
transition, whatever it is that
Right.
happens. When it happens, that's when
Nigga,
you'll
we
know.
all have lost close people.
Mm.
Have they come back talking about God?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I will. No, I've been communicated to from the other side, right? But they're not like everybody that I know knows, like everybody that I know that passed knew how I thought. So the first thing that should have been on their agenda
Right.
was showing up.
Right.
Like, yo, nigga, this
This
nigga's
is-
right here. You know what I mean?
What he said.
Yeah. Like, come on now.
Right.
It's not happening. In fact, but again, they do communicate. They find other things, like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, I remember when before Buddy died, he told me that his favorite song was Losing My Religion. There's mad coincidences with this one shit, right?
Mm.
He told me his favorite song was
Losing my religion.
Yeah, I forgot who is the person.
That's me in the
So I was like,
Losing my yeah, I know what you're
Right?
talking about.
now
Yeah.
keep in mind,
Wait, hold on. What is
Buddy,
Easy
that
Right?
was Buddy's favorite song?
I've-
Buddy's favorite
Easy
song.
wrote,
Wow.
I've come to the conclusion that this world is so far fucked politically and spiritually, maybe they work in tandem, but it needs a damn reset soon, and I'm just going to get high and ride the wave. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all any of us can really do
Right.
about it.
You
know
don't
what I'm
want the
saying?
reset. You only want to reset yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't want an overall reset.
Mm.
You want to reset you.
the only thing that makes me scared about what could potentially happen with the world, right, is that I got my kids to think about. That shit scares the shit out of me. Just like,
So you gotta
always
stop thinking.
I just want to always be in a
I know that
position
sounds crazy.
to where I got them. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine, but do it like you're blinking your eye. Don't let it be like it's a mission,
Yeah,
because then it becomes work. And once it becomes work, it becomes stress. And once it becomes stress, it can kill you.
yeah.
Follow me? So
True.
just know that it's a part of the process. Like, I have children. I got to take care of them. Boom. That's it.
Yeah, that's how
yeah.
I
Yeah. The moment you get into, like where you start to like, because you're a thinker. The moment you're like, yo, I got to have my kids back. Like, it's going to, you know, it's going to be a lot on you. Because you got your own life to worry about as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
I'm trying to make what's best decisions for like my
There
kids.
are no, but the thing about it is that's subjective as well. You can own, because think about it. You're setting your children up for the present that you're living in.
I have no choice but to do that.
Not wrong. And you're doing the right thing or not. What I'm saying is there's no way of telling if that present will be applicable to what you've done to make it conducive for their living for the future, because you don't know what the future is.
Yeah.
So, give you an example. You could be saving a bunch of money, right? What if one day they're just like, your money, we don't really give a fuck about your money. Can I trade it in for this? Actually, no. It's your stocks. Now you have to live off your stocks. So hopefully you have more stocks than you got money. And now the stocks you trade in, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You trade now. You got to trade in your stocks. Listen,
Shibu or Shiba? I don't know. I own 400,000 shares.
it's
in it, so I'm just
Shiba
like-
Inu.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah, I just know I own a bunch of shares. So
Whatever.
if it ever goes up to a cent, I'm like a rich person.
So there you go. So that's what I'm saying. So you could be saving actual liquid cash, right? Maybe have a few assets.
Yeah, I have some money in stocks, but nothing crazy. If that were to happen, if I just had to switch
just
and
saying,
like that, I would
what-
have to start hustling
but I'm
that shit
saying-
real quick.
I'm saying your process of preparing for your children is only contingent on where you're at in your life today and what's going on. You
So-
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you have no way of really preparing for your kid's future without knowing the future, because it's always
Stay
changing.
and watch, Easy.
You can only
Oh,
do
yeah, it's
what you
almost
need to
that
do
time.
in the present for what you think is gonna be the future, but you're not even thinking about that because you're thinking about the future, but you're not actually thinking about the future. If you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the
You're thinking
future,
about
right.
the future, like
The
they need
future
money
now.
for the future.
It's like the future
But
now.
you're not like, well, how will the future be?
No.
Will this even matter?
Right.
You'll do all that work, stressing yourself out, and that future isn't even
Yeah,
compatible
yeah.
with where they're at and what they need.
Yeah, and then it's for all. For
Yeah,
That's
it
why
was for-
it's all for naught.
That's why I also like kind of having different tricks and knacks and things that I can do too. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's why you just be present and you just enjoy life, right? and you just do the things with no thought.
Just
behind
go with
it.
the flow.
No, you say I'm gonna put this money away for my kids, but you don't think this is gonna be for their future because money might not matter in the future. You just did that. You're gone.
Yeah, I see
They
what you're saying.
can't use it.
Right.
And you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're just like, I'm gonna just do what I can for now, changes the game. Because now you're gonna start thinking of innovative ways of the future. You're gonna actually start thinking about what will the future look like versus it just being another state in time.
Yeah, I think I also get.
I mean, future subjective too, because the future is now.
Well, every moment's the future.
You know what I mean?
You want to go
That's
that way?
crazy too. We'll be on.
Goes
that
to $1 shit, Frank, and the fam on the one dem planes to Mars. What the fuck did you just say? It goes to I don't know, brother, but I always appreciate you tuning in.
Yo, you heard NASA just signed up with SpaceX for like 4 more flights to space station and shit.
Yo,
SpaceX and NASA are getting busy.
Yo, where it's gonna be?
They in bed together now.
If we all, just through natural time or natural age, hit 60 years old, right? What's gonna happen in like 20 years? It's gonna be probably crazy.
A whole
Imagine where we're
bunch of
gonna be
old
in
people.
20 years.
Right, and you think you're doing what you can for your kid's future. That's my point. Like, you don't even fucking know.
Yo, you see this shit going on right now?
That's what I'm saying.
The light bulb just went off, yo. I seen that shit.
We're conditioned that way. Think about the future, but think about the future. You actually have to think about the future. And no one's actually doing that. They're just thinking about further in time. It's like, for the future. But whoa, what about the actual future?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Scary.
I've been kind of more on just actual survival thought.
Yeah. So
teach them how to fish, teach them how to fucking
right. Let me give you that one.
build the fire.
That's what I'm talking about. Because you never know where it's going, so you got to be prepared on all of them.
Yeah.
Because who can
that's
tell?
the one thing I have slacking on. I don't think any of my kids.
I'm supposed to go out and learn the bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, I can teach you some things.
You can shoot like the actual bow and arrow, not like a crossbow.
I've owned a compound bow.
So you gonna come with me?
I've done the actual archery thing and actually got a little bit of an award at it. I'm not a fucking archer. I'm not an archer. But I know my.
I got an award.
But I know my way around the bow. Yeah. But I know my way around some shit. Yeah.
All right. You gonna come with me then?
I'm down.
Busy, but I'm trying to learn everything. I want to learn everything.
I'm trying to actually buy a crossbow. I was looking at them the other day. Random decision. I'm like, yo, that's such a great thing to just have around in a you never know situation, the end of the world. I don't need to worry about finding ammo or, you know what I mean? Just in general. Like,
silent.
I could teach any one of my kids to use it easily. You know what I mean? It just makes sense to just buy it and put it away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just whoop, put it up in the stash with the tents and everything else. And
everything else.
It's just there.
Crossbow, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why anything ever went down, I'm instantly heading to the woods.
I got wrist rockets. I got all that.
I'm gonna be able
Have you
to
watched
set
all
up.
the seasons of Alone?
Yeah, not all, but I've
only
watched a lot.
seen what's on Netflix. That's
Yo,
it.
the
It's
shit
only
is
one season.
I still don't know what a lot of these berries necessarily look like and shit to be talking about and whatnot. So that's the only thing I want to try.
That you're honest about that because I'm still trying to.
I want to learn
learned
that
about
next.
poison ivy and poison sumac and
Leaflets 3, let
but
them be.
I still hold up, but wait.
That's the rule.
I'm gonna be real with you. Much as I've learned, much as I've been in the woods, still not identifying it.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I get it. Like where I break out and shit against oak, sumac, and that, and I still ain't sure when I see the shit.
I'm telling you, the rule of thumb is leaflets 3.
I've seen the 3
be.
leaves, but there's
leave it the fuck alone. That's the point. If it's got 3 leaves, leave it the fuck alone.
You're just saying in general.
That's literally the rule of thumb. I learned this shit in Boy Scouts.
I get in nature though, and I just blank out. You know what I mean?
Happy?
Well, that's a rule of thumb to simply remember. If it's got 3 leaves like that, don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Period.
Got you.
All right.
It's kind of like if you're scared of COVID, just wear a mask. All right? Right?
Smart kind of stuff.
I mean,
Right.
Poison Ivy's real.
No, but I'm saying don't.
Poison Ivy is
I'm
real.
saying don't be. You can't have COVID. I come over here with no mask and then be like, what? You have COVID? You're telling me? No, I got COVID.
Right, it's your own fault.
No, but I'm saying like if I'm COVID conscious,
Yeah.
I should just be wearing a mask. I shouldn't be blaming you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't really blame either one of you.
Yeah. COVID conscious people should just wear your mask. You scared? Wear your mask. Nothing wrong with
That's what this turned into.
It used to be you scared, get a dog. Now it's you scared, wear a
You
mask.
scared? Wear a mask.
All right, well, we got to wrap this motherfucking
wear a mask.
show up. That's how it is. That's where we're going to end this hashtag wear a
Scared,
mask.
wear a mask.
Yeah, scared. Wear a mask.
We appreciate y'all. Give us one more round of applause. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we would have planned that. You could go out with mask on by Future.
All right, man. Y'all have a good motherfucking night.
Peace.
You ever been in love so deep? Should've got me like that you try whatever it takes. She got me like, but it seems the person you love is only trying to hurt you. Should've got me like, destroy you, tear you down. She got me like, that's the love, you bitch. She got me like, oh, oh, yeah. I know you're missing me too. I hope you think of me like I be thinking of you. I hope you dream of me like I be dreaming of you. She got me like, oh, 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 yeah. I know you're missing me too. I hope you fiend for me like I be fiending for you. I hope you feel the pain that you put me through. I ain't felt love in a minute, but I love in a minute. Hold up, I ain't seen love in a minute, but she never answer when I'm calling her digits. Ain't the type of brother to be blowing up a phone, but I really love when we be spending time alone. When I'm right with her, I'll be somewhere in my zone, usually at home with no one to hold. There's no one to hold. She don't wanna stay cause a whole lot of rats in my room. Now you understand why my heart is so cold. She's a Pisces and I'm a Leo. Both of us stubborn and fight for control. We fought for control, but none of us have it. Poof, disappear like a rabbit. Don't try to come back like abracadabra. Yeah, yeah. She got me like, oh, oh, yeah. I know you're missing me too. I hope you think of me like I be thinking of you. I hope you dream of me like I be dreaming of you. She got me like, oh, 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 yeah. I know you're missing me too. I hope you fiend for me like I be fiending for you. I hope you feel the pain that you put me through. Heart gets heavy on a late night, not having you here by my side. In a sea full of fish, I'm a great white, trying to fulfill my appetite. The way this ended just ain't right. You ain't right, this ain't right. I'm alright, yeah, yeah. She got me like, oh, oh, yeah, yeah. I know you're missing me too. I know you see my babe. I know you wish it was you. I know you feel the pain that you put me through. She got me like, oh, oh, yeah. I know you're missing me too. I hope you think of me like I be thinking of you. I hope you dream of me like I be dreaming of you. She got me like, oh, 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 yeah. I know you're missing me too. I hope you fiend for me like I be fiending for you. I hope you feel the pain that you put me through. See, it's funny, right? All that damage they thought they was doing. Now look at them. Pain. It's something we all go through. But if you ask me, it's always gonna be fuck love. Big Mooch, City of Homes.